stream.
It's the official Keeley soundtrack.
Yes, we are here with the official Keeley soundtrack, as Don was saying. Welcome, everyone, as we're waiting for Summer Games Fest. I'm Tom, joined by Don up top, and Tris in the middle, as everyone knows. How's it going, everyone? How are you, Don, today?
I am doing good. Very interested to see what they actually will show this time around. Because Keeley showcases are either hit or miss.
Yeah.
Tris, how about you? What are you like low expectations?
Yeah, I would say I'm overall fairly low expectations. I know there's going to be something Sonic here, whether it's Sonic and Shadow Generations or Sonic Movie 3 or maybe both, but it just feels very obvious there's going to be something Sonic here at the very least, so I'm excited about that. Everything else is kind of a... We'll see if there's anything that interests me, or if it's going to be a lot of games that people will complain look very samey. It's kind of hit or miss. We know more Monster Hunter Wilds will be here at least, which I think will... Yes. I want to see more of that game, because I'm not sure how I feel about it based on what I've already seen.
But, yeah. That's fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Jeff Keighley has himself to blame for that, lowering expectations, so he can't disappoint.
True. I mean, it's entirely possible that there won't be many world premiere first announced right here things, and we'll have lots of updates on things that maybe we only knew the names of before, which already is going to be kind of big. Although I think, you know what, I will say, probably the biggest thing that's actually going to be here is the Among Us preview show, like the show preview. They said that was going to be here, and that's kind of a big deal, even though I'm not that big on Among Us. That's huge, and I'm actually very curious what that's going to look like.
But will the show be sus?
They're going to have that in the trailer. You know it. They're going to have it in the trailer. This show is sus, or something like that.
If only Kurt Russell was on that show.
Have you vented to the lights? I mean, that's sort of what I expect the show to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, my problem recently with Netflix shows, and that's a complete tangent, is like they're always way too short for their own good.
Well, maybe short and sweet's better than too long and not liking it. So
the Pokemon Concierge and like the
Pokemon
show, yeah, they were felt both very short in the tooth, and they could have done more with it, but it was still fun.
Joey in chat says hello from the other side. Joey's at the crowd. Joey's sitting in the theater at Summer Games Fest. I hope you have a better viewing experience than we do.
Joey is sitting in the YouTube theater where you can watch this live stream right now.
Yeah. Joey's there live for the Summer Keeleys.
That's so. Before we started, I explained to them so that I call the Game Awards the Keeleys. The Summer Game Fest I call the Summer Keeleys, and then Gamescom Opening Night Live I call the German Keeleys.
It's so good. It's so good. I've already seen a few people in chat mention this, so I do want to mention, no, Silksong will not be here. If Silksong is anywhere this month, it is either at the Xbox event or the Nintendo Direct. One of those two, and only those two.
I think it's going to be the Xbox showcase.
Yeah, Xbox would make more sense. But would Xbox mind though if it was here? Because then if you put Silksong there, everyone's talking about Silksong more so than any new surprises they have. So
that's true, but I think they want that though. Like they want that attention on their showcase, because it's like they want Game Pass kind of deal. Like they want that the attention of having it in there.
Yeah. And also Xbox really needs a W. I know they have games coming up that are really going to be good, because they have more in the pipeline than PlayStation right now. That's for sure. But they need some sort of big win, and the showcase could provide that so badly.
Yeah. They something at the very least, something, anything. But I do think we'll see a lot more of these things people really want in the other dedicated showcases. Yeah. Not really in Summer Games Fest. And fair warning for many of our viewers, Nintendo's not at Summer Games Fest. We're not getting a big Nintendo announcement here. The closest you'll get is maybe some of these games here in the showcase had a little Switch logo because they're coming to the Switch as well. That's it.
Yep.
There was no Nintendo. Maybe I'm wrong and they run an ad
Yeah,
for something
exactly.
already out in the middle of this, which would be really funny, actually. But
Tris, we're gonna get like a summer ad, like, hey, remember your Switch in the summer? You can play old games on it.
Luigi's Mansion 2.
Well, that's a new old game. That's different.
That's a new old game.
It's not
you're
what I
right.
meant.
Hey, what do you mean? You guys only got Luigi's Mansion, Luigi's Dark Moon, and Luigi's Mansion 3. You never got Luigi's Mansion 2.
It's
The
2
trilogy.
HD. They dropped the Dark Moon name.
I mean, Europe and Japan got Luigi's Mansion 2. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
That's true.
That's
That's true.
a good thing to cycle back on, though. Like what you were saying, Tris, where you can get first looks here, and they can say, stay tuned to other showcases later
Exactly.
for extended looks.
Exactly. We might get like teaser trailers for some things here that they then, look forward to an extended look at this game at this showcase, and then just kind of shows
Sure.
the date and time below. I can definitely see that happening for several, like at least something big for probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't think many. I don't think there's gonna be like a ton of those, but I do think there will be a few. Yeah.
I love
For
the
sure.
comment from Mr. Oz. I'm just here for the awkward moments.
Honestly, same. to be
Those are
honest.
kind of the best sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Those are
remember,
just kind of
so I didn't experience many of these in person, regardless of the type of Keelys it is. I've been to one German Keelys where then, I think it was the first one, the first opening night live, where Kojima was on stage and then everybody watched the stage because Kojima came on stage and there was no security there.
I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
I wonder if Kojima's going to be here, because I just saw a photo where Kojima was shaking George Miller's hand in Europe, I believe. So, like a Furiosa opening. So,
Oh, I did. I
Oh.
did see that. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not actively here yet.
yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, I would also not surprised by him being at the Xbox Showcase because they didn't announce a project together, so...
Yeah,
No name row in chat mentioning Ace Attorney. I do want to mention Capcom has been doing pretty well lately, and we had the Apollo Justice trilogy at the start of the year. I think it was actually announced at Summer Games Fest last year. Maybe it was actually in the fall. I forget exactly. It's Joey.
Joey's,
Oh my God.
Joey's broken.
What's up?
Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
Joey.
You can't see anything, can you?
We can,
we
we can see the
sorta.
background.
Why am I why does my face look like this? That's weird.
It's okay, Joey. It works. But whoa, it's alive. This has never been done for us before. This is great. Thank you,
All
Joey.
right. You're photobombing?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go. See you guys.
See you, Joey. Proof Joey's there.
Yeah, proof Joey's there. Ace Attorney. So the idea, Capcom is doing really, really well right now.
Yes.
They just had an Ace Attorney release earlier this year. They have Monster Hunter Wilds here in the showcase, so we know Capcom in general is present. But I actually feel like because we had an Ace Attorney release this year, there won't be any mention of it again this year. But what I do think is likely from Capcom is Resident Evil. I think any mention of the name Resident Evil could happen here.
Like a remake of Zero or Code Veronica or
I've been
DLC?
hearing about I've been hearing those are possible, though I also feel like they could just it might just be like a small CG trailer and then like Resident Evil 9 is now in development. And that's all it says. Because it's been several years since 8 and we had 4 remake last year. So they kind of jump around a little bit, so I feel like it's not unlikely to get a mention of what's next for Resident Evil. Maybe not like an extensive look, but something for those fans.
Oh, I got somebody thinking I looked like Tom Cruise instead of Mr. Bean. I'll take it. But no, with Resident Evil, wasn't it that the 8 was going to be like it's a spin-off one? Wasn't it that? And they were working on the new one anyway, like an open world Resident Evil. So,
which is exactly why I feel like if it's been in development that long, this is a great time to like give a first look at it, a proper announcement of it, even if it doesn't come out until next year.
yeah.
Yeah.
How much?
If Capcom was truly funny in their funny mode, they would have remade Resident Evil 6, you cowards.
We'll get there. We just had 4. Next one's 5.
do you make it good or do you make it like a super super campy version of survival horror.
I mean,
Like a
either
parody.
way works. To be honest,
You do
It's
both
still
at
a
once.
game.
Tough to say what to do. Like, better than what something like Snakes on a Plane did, though. Well, hello everyone for joining us. Thank you, Fawn, for moderating. And no, that was really neat to get Joey to pop in. I'm at 11:40 right now. What are your timers at? you two?
Level 11, 48, 47, 46.
Yep.
Great.
I'm exactly that too. Yeah.
We're only off by about a second, so we're fairly synced.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to see here? Since we've all mentioned a little bit how we feeling about the showcase, how we feeling going into it, any potential predictions, but what's something you want to see here, whether it happens or not?
Ooh, I mean, I'm always down for Capcom stuff. So you already took the wind out of my my flames there.
That's fair. Well, and you think on it then. Tom, what about you?
Something Square Enix related is always very welcome.
Yeah.
Square Enix
Something
would be good.
Sega or Atlas related is always very welcome. Like, I'm very Japanese focused until it comes to Western games. It's more close walled, particularly when it comes to Xbox and PlayStation. It's mostly like first party stuff, and then some outwards out like Batman and stuff like the outskirts.
Yeah.
But it's like when it comes to Japanese games, like I am all in. Give me all the Japanese games, but I don't think they will go that hard this time around.
Yeah. Any Japanese game is usually higher up there. On my radar, like I don't know. Let's say if Capcom did it's not gonna be. We're talking about Resident Evil, but let's say like a Devil May Cry again. I could go for one of those right now. And whatever big. Maybe there's going to be a couple big indie games thanks to, as we know, we heard about the pricing that people pay for these ads, but they do give out some free ads to indie games or maybe people in like a tougher, like for editorial reasons, like maybe if they're in a tough, like not a first world country, perhaps.
That's true.
So some surprise like that is like I want to be nicely surprised.
I would like that. I would like that. I think that makes the show more enjoyable, getting things like that, honestly. So, yeah, I'm right there for that. You mentioned other, like, surprises from Capcom. I don't know why I keep hanging on specifically Capcom. Maybe it's because they're one of the few companies I know for sure is going to be there. But a few days ago, people started noticing that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is, like, incredibly discounted. And people are thinking that means we may finally be getting another Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Or in the middle of right now, all the.
If they're gonna delist that game, that's also a real possibility.
That's true. They could also do that, but
yeah.
So
it's been quite a long time, and not saying. I mean, they also have Street Fighter, obviously, but like it would be a fun announcement to make while all the Marvel stuff is kind of getting hot again and getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, that. We'll see if they take us on a ride, as you might say, from the second one. But there's a Maximilian dude. Well, Maximilian dude's like paying for a mod. I remember on one of them to make the graphics better. We got a super chat from Iggy Garcia. Thank you. It's
hey, Iggy.
Quick question for Tris. Do you know when the GX Twitch streams will resume? It's been nearly 3 weeks since the last one. I'm not impatient, just a little concerned about this long absence. I think there's a pretty good reason for that.
So the reasons why the Twitch streams have been on the quieter side, I've been busy with Paper Mario, and Andre was moving. So neither of us were really able to do the Twitch streams for a while. But yeah, we should be back with like our usual Mario Kart Mondays on Monday. So that should be back. I think Andre said the multiplayer Wednesday, provided there isn't like a surprise announcement.
Surprise
that
direct.
should be like a surprise direct. That should be back next week too. So yeah, so our Twitch stream should be back to normal next week.
So,
but here's my thinking. What if there's a direct next week?
I'd be very excited.
Yeah, there's been more push towards it, but that'd be a great
I don't rule it out. It's either next week or the week after.
It's one of those 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah.
It's one of those 2 weeks for sure. I know in a earlier, like in a pipeline stream, we were all saying or a bunch of us were saying it's probably going to be like around like the 18th, 19th, 20th, around there.
Yeah.
I know right now there's a bunch of rumors popping up for it being around the 11th next week, and that would place it like very well with all the other gaming events, so that would be timed well.
Yeah.
But hard to say. I think either way, you're right. It's definitely within the next couple of weeks, and it should be a big one.
Yep. But yeah, we are within that margin of error where we slowly could see that announcement drop next week. But
yep.
We'll see.
And of course, it'll be with like no notice. It'll be like, hey, Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Like it'll be like 24-hour notice or 36 maybe, but it'll be for the next day either way.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
they usually drop them 24 hours beforehand these days. So yeah.
About yeah.
Yeah, keeping that time as close as possible. Slappy J Squirrel says they randomly gave us ukulele and Yuka Replay. Just give us Banjo-Kazooie, please. That'd be interesting if they push that announcement ahead to get in front of a Banjo-Kazooie. But I'm pretty sure any of us would take a Banjo-Kazooie at any time. Something tells me not anytime soon still. But hey, I'd love to be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, Sonic Knuckle says Plucky Squire news. That's gonna hold on till the Devolver Digital. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So with that, like we might stream a bit of Day of the Devs after this one, but unfortunately we'll probably have to head out before Devolver's 5 p.m. showcase today. But those are always great. I highly recommend. Like if you watch any showcase, I recommend watching Devolver's for how crazy and insane and weird they are.
And this one. Sure. Watch this one with us.
Yeah, of course. I'm just in addition. So, and Donna,
I will note to everybody also, to those watching, depending on what gets announced here, if there's something that I need to start making videos on, I will have to jump out of the live reaction chat, and then you'll just have these two here.
We really need to record.
As a heads up, if I disappear, there's a reason why. It's for content.
We really need to record like a scene like in the movie Speed when they're on the bus and they just record that loop. Just like, I mean, occasionally like.
Just me like sitting there, the occasional like just press the button for my whoa reaction.
Yeah. Don and I might do Wholesome Direct tomorrow. We'll see.
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
And then we might stream some of the events next week. I know Tom and I have been talking about the Yacht Club Games Shovel Knight anniversary stream and Paperverse. Like there's definitely a bunch of other events happening next week too that we might be streaming. It really just depends on what else happens. Because obviously if a Nintendo Direct happens, that's top priority, guys. Unfortunately, that does push all the other ones down.
Yeah, Yacht Club's smart to be on Friday at least, or later in the week. So. Johnny, I don't know, but hopefully we'll get a direct around that time.
I mean, once again, it's within the margin of error. It's likely next week or the week after.
They said June, so their clock is ticking. Like the more
fact that they
June
told us
passes.
it's happening is already nicer than past years because it's not a guessing game of if, it's a guessing game of when.
I mean, during the E3 years, they were still good, even if it was a regular Nintendo Direct saying a month before. With now it gone, they don't really have an indication to do that anymore. But at least they did it in the shareholders meeting, so there's that.
Yeah. Okay, we are 3:45 out from this starting. We'll see if they have technical difficulties or not. You never know. With pushing it back a little bit, but it'll probably be fine.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and as someone noticed in chat, Joey is actually at the show. Joey will, I think, be on a certain couch tonight and be checking out different games for some impressions.
Yeah, there'll be some good stuff there.
NikkiTube, thank you for the super chat. Says, I'm currently at some Games Fest, baby. Well, is it Summer's Games Fest or is there another Games Fest going on? You never know. There's so many of them.
There's so many.
Guerrilla Collective yesterday went on forever, as Don and I noticed.
Yeah, it was a 2-hour stream yesterday. Holy shit.
Well, this is also going to be a 2-hour stream. So.
Well, for Guerrilla Collective, that's long.
Mm-hmm.
But they showed a lot of good stuff.
I didn't even realize it was happening until I saw the stuff about Yuka Replayly.
But there were also a lot of Switch games still in there, which was surprising.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing. Well, here's a fun question for you guys. I saw it come up in chat a few times too. Do you guys think we'll finally get the trailer for Sonic Movie 3? Here.
Oh.
Because people have been expecting it for a while. They think it'll show up here. the initial first trailer for Sonic Movie 2 was at the Game Awards that year. So,
But will it be better than the poster?
I think it's gonna be. Do you get to see Fat Eggman?
oh, good question. We
Like,
better.
You see a hand, you hear like this nom nom
Fat
nom, like
Eggman reveal
carbs, more
himself.
carbs.
Oh man, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think we always get some movie stuff. We always get some music stuff that doesn't seem to be tied in any way whatsoever.
Mhm.
Then I find out years later it's because of a series, like Imagine
You know what-
Dragons. So
You know what we might get? They just announced that Yakuza, the Like a Dragon Prime Video series.
oh yeah,
right?
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, we might actually get like a first look at that because if that's coming out in October, that's clearly like well underways already.
If anyone,
yeah.
if anyone wants to jump the gun, there was a Yakuza series already in Japan years ago, so I'm sure it's subtitled by this point.
Fan
It's
sub,
the budget is
released.
probably far
I
lower.
mean, Yakuza also technically has been on Nintendo platform, but only in the Wii U in Japan with the first Yakuza games.
Yeah. I should have got that. Like, I thought it came out on Wii U in North America, but only Japan, Don?
No,
Wow.
no, it's
minute.
really strange.
Yeah, final minute.
But the fun part about that specific direct, where Iwata talked about that deal, like the head of Sega Creative was literally in the direct, and they called then that part Sega Direct, which was really interesting to look back on.
Yeah, and I guess, chat, please let us know how the audio is. You can kind of hear a bit of the music right now, but we don't know.
Yeah, the music's been a little weird. I don't know if you guys noticed, there was a song that kept coming back on that had like cash register sound effects. It's very weird. It actively distracted me at one point because I just heard the sudden just like the ching. I'm like, hello? What? I thought like something started playing in the background for me. But no, it was part of the music.
Okay, final 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
4,
We're getting faster and faster.
2, 1.
1.
Let's go.
Alright. Keely time.
Oh, turn it off. It's mature. Good night, everyone.
I'm more warning about the epileptic seizure warning. But,
Yeah.
Be some game with nothing but flashing lights.
Welcome to the stage.
Oh, Alan Wake. Alan Wake is gonna be here.
Why do they introduce him as the creator of the game every single gosh darn time?
yeah.
Sure.
And how's the volume, everyone? I'm guessing it's a little bit quiet, but...
Yeah, volume up, guys, is in the chat.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game
Oh my God,
Fest
Joey met Sam
2024.
Knight.
That's
You ready to see some
about
video
double.
games?
Let us know.
We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's
That's
next for games.
bigger news than Jeff
live
Keighley.
from the YouTube
Joey got
theater
to meet
here in
Sam
LA.
Lake.
Now, if you're
They
watching
still-
this show,
they still
first
said
of
turn the
all,
audio on?
welcome. I know
Okay,
everyone
turn
around
it up
the
a
world
bit
is
more.
joining us for this special moment. And I know if you watch this show,
A
you
little
don't just
more.
play
I'll see what I can
games,
do.
you
Thank you.
It's
deeply
quiet
care about
in
this
general,
art
I'm
form
noticing.
and the health of
Yeah,
this
it's
industry.
quieter.
The
I have
good
my
news
stream
is that we have
max
a
volume,
lot
and it's
of
a bit quiet
amazing
for me.
games to show you from
Okay.
creators
Volume is
around the
good
world
night.
over
Say
the next
thank you,
2 hours.
L82 Class Productions.
2 hours. Oh boy.
We'll wait a second. I just adjusted that.
But
People
let's
are still
also
saying it's a bit
face it,
low,
this
but
has
thank you.
been a tumultuous and difficult year.
Keely now
with
going to show his
company
financial
layoffs and
results?
Studio closures, which have disappointed all of us.
Oh.
A difficult
There we
year
go.
with company
1080.
layoffs and
Thank you.
studio closures, which have disappointed all of us. But there's
Yeah, she
also
said something
something
about
else
layoffs. I'm
happening.
shocked.
Our industry
Yeah,
is
I am shocked too.
evolving and changing. And thanks to digital distribution, smaller teams and new creators are finding incredible success.
Yeah, he's going to
Take
show
a
his
look at
financial
this list
results.
From Game Discover of the top 10 best-selling
This
new
is the
games on
official
Steam
Jeff Keighley
so
financial
far
presentation.
This year. 2 of them
Shout out to
Bellatro.
that
are
new
considered,
blood
By the way,
you know,
bad.
big
Bellatro,
company games,
my favorite game of
but the other
2024 so far.
8 come from indie,
I know so many people that love
mid-sized
Bellatro,
teams
yeah.
or
I
solo
bought merch of it
developers.
too. They finally made
I
merch.
look at this list. It's pretty cool, right? And I get inspired.
Because I'm gonna rep the best
that
game of
new
2024.
I've never heard of
ideas, new
Supermarket
teams, and
Simulator.
Smaller creators.
Oh, it's
can and
really
will
funny.
break through.
Is it?
It's a
Yeah.
reminder to
It's
big companies
unironically good,
they have
similar to
treat
how
their
Power
developers
Simulator is
right,
really good.
Because today
Wow.
there are
Yeah.
many paths to sustainability and success, And that's what makes this industry
Also, 80s and early access in the top
so
10 is also
great.
really impressive.
We gotta look out for Joey in the crowd.
And you'll see that
That's
reflected
fair.
in the show today, because over the next 2 hours, we'll have big franchises on stage like Star Wars,
What is Harry Potter gonna have
Batman, and
here?
Harry Potter, but also
Likely more
smaller
of
titles,
the DLC
including a few
content.
games made by
Oh, that keeps
single
on going? Okay.
individuals.
Yeah,
and
they're
first-time creators
adding
that we invited to be
updates
part of
to
the
it.
show because we think
Didn't even
this
know.
platform is
Yeah.
important as a way to show you new things that you might not even know about. So when you see a game that piques your interest, please wishlist it, or even better, send it to a friend and get them excited. That's how we together can
Yeah, it
grow
is
the gaming community.
important to drive home that
And we
point
are
to
going to do
wishlist
that
games
today
that you like,
over the next 2
especially
hours.
indie
We have a
games.
lot of
It
games
helps
to
them
show
out.
you, plus Day of the Devs directly after with even more indie
People in
titles.
chat are saying I'm 2 seconds
Should we
ahead.
get
I
to
don't
the
understand
games?
how when I was behind Tom and Don at the
All right.
countdown.
It all
Maybe when I
begins
was
right
92,
now.
probably
Here's
like a
our
forced it.
first announcement.
Oh, maybe.
But we're both in that way ahead then, so
This is
it's
Hot
alright.
Dog Guy auditioning for the lead
Okay,
and
so
unannounced
like
action game. Wow.
We see you as more of a sight.
It's related to
Sure, I get that
PlayStation
a
at
lot,
least.
But check out my range. Okay.
But they're all in the future apparently, except for...
Oh,
Oh yeah, this was leaked.
Oh, was it?
What game
Yeah.
is this anyway?
There was something Lego related together with Horizon Zero Dawn.
Let's see the studio making it.
Okay.
Hey, neat costume. I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, sandwich. Sorry, gotta go.
Who is that?
That hot dog guy is Aloy, an amazing video game lead.
Thunderjaw went mad.
Lego
and he's tearing through
Horizon.
the valley. Don't
Interesting.
worry.
Yes.
Funny way to start the show.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Right in the eye.
I don't hate the idea of it though.
A lone
No, I don't dislike the idea.
hunting machines all by herself.
Also Lego long neck, because I have the actual statue in my bedroom. It's really funny to see in the
With
game.
her pals.
I guess this was bound to happen because the Zelda Lego set was announced last week.
Exploring.
I mean,
Wow, what is this?
This is a game.
No, I know, I'm just kidding about like every time Horizon something happens, there's also something Zelda around then.
yeah.
Can you imagine if we had Paper Mario and then Lego Mario the game?
Aloy, the Thunderjaw's back.
Oh, right, the Thunderjaw.
Once again, I think this is actually a really neat idea, even if it doesn't fit the mythos completely well.
Yeah.
And Sony was saying they had no big games.
Down you go.
I appreciate opening with this instead of some hyper realistic
Horizon
graphic,
Adventure.
like pushing the graphics more
Oh,
than
it's coming
anything
to
else.
Switch. What?
Interesting.
Huh?
Wow.
The
Interesting.
Sony IP is coming to Nintendo Switch.
That's a big deal.
Eat it.
There you go, guys. Something switched.
That's crazy.
There you go.
Wow.
Wasn't that fun? That was Lego
I
Horizon
never
Adventures
thought I would see
coming
a
out
day
later
where
this year
Sony
for
is like,
PlayStation, but
"Yeah,
also day
it's
one
fine.
on
You can
PC
put it on
and
Switch."
Nintendo Switch. It's a
It's how you
playful,
get
lighthearted story
Switch
inspired
players
by the
interested
world
in the
of
Horizon IP.
designed with two-player action in mind, supporting
I mean,
couch
that's
and online
completely
co-op.
shifting
fair
tone.
enough.
All right, now
yeah.
we're going to completely shift the tone to the next game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce
not coming to
No
Xbox,
More
so
Room
did
in
you notice
Hell
that?
2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start separate in the dark, and it's up to you to find your friends and survive with permadeath. Here is the first look.
Well, friends and surviving. Is this a comedy game or a gritty, violent game?
I mean, you said tonal shift, so I imagine it's.
I mean, what
Pretty
Galvatron is saying, I almost believe Sony will require Switch players to get a PSN account. I almost believe that.
I almost believe that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Rare Sun saying Lego Duplo Dark Souls, please.
that got me. That got me good. That was good.
It's making me think of Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, was this game already shown? There was another game the other day that looked a lot like a Left 4 Dead.
Just a shame of all those people dying.
And if anyone is hankering for Left 4 Dead, there is the Anacrusis right now by the Chet Falowski, or whatever his name is, who worked on Left 4 Dead in his own company.
8-player co-op though.
It's interesting.
That is
Good number.
interesting.
More than 4.
I'm with L8 to Clash Productions, by the way, because Zombie U is something that I really enjoyed. Yeah.
I love the concept of Zombie U.
Zombie U was so good.
Zombie was great.
Yeah.
I remember meeting one of the
Coming
creators
this
of that
Halloween
designer
looks
at E3.
really intense. All right, to introduce our next game,
that.
please
nice.
join me in welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge fan of some of our reveals, like Street Fighter 6 a few years ago, and of course Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth last year.
that game
which
should
was
be
sitting
like
in the audience. Well,
Zombies
this
8
year
or something
she's joining us on
instead of Left 4
stage.
Dead.
We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here at Summer Game Fest. I'm here with you today to share some
She's a
even
bit
more
nervous.
super fun trailers. So
Okay.
let's get straight to another
I don't blame
world
her.
premiere.
It's always a
This is a
different feeling
highly
being up there in
anticipated
front
game
of
from a
the
beloved
stage.
franchise.
I think she's
Let's
doing
take a
fine.
look.
As young witches and wizards, we
Oh, this
all
is definitely
dream of
different
soaring
Harry
through the
Potter.
sky like our favorite
This is
heroes.
definitely a Quidditch only game. Yeah.
When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes to be the
One
next Quidditch
problem in
star?
the previous one, it's like, remember when there was like no women on stage the whole show? They took care of that very early.
To beat your toughest opponent? To keep your composure in the face of adversity? To chase your dreams at any
There was a
price?
time I really cared about Harry Potter, and there was also a Quidditch game on GameCube and PlayStation 2 that I played at.
I remember that game.
No
Yeah.
challenge is
Growing
too
up, I used to like it, but
big. No dream is too big.
then circumstances changed over the years.
So ask yourself,
Yeah.
And I don't really care for
J.K.
GIP anymore.
Rowling wasn't J.K. Rowling.
do you have the heart of the Quidditch champion?
And J.K. Rowling was just known as the creative mind behind Harry Potter and the author, and that's it. That's all you would know her for.
Yeah.
I missed those days. Now there's
Oh,
any
also
enjoyment-
to Switch, another Switch game.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. That's multiplat too. That's good.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if it's crossplay.
That's Harry Potter Quidditch Champions
That'll be
launching
interesting.
worldwide on September 3rd for consoles and PC.
Brand new world.
Now we move from the Potterverse to a brand new world. It hails from a single developer, Gavin
Wow.
Eisenbeis, up in Seattle,
Oh,
who's been making
choo-choo.
games
Oh
all by
my
himself
gosh.
for a decade.
What
His
what
last
is he
title,
making?
Choo-Choo
I'm
Charles, was a fan
curious.
favorite, and he showed me this next game
Who
a
is this
few months
developer?
ago, and I really
Choo-Choo
wanted
Charles.
to deep
The
dive.
developer
Oh,
from
okay.
Get
Charles.
ready to backstab, race, or cooperate with up to 20 of your friends. in
Oh god,
Cuffbust.
it's already a wonderful mess.
This is the type game I want.
Oh, this. Oh no.
All right.
That's an interesting pivot, but I don't hate it.
This looks ridiculous, as expected of the developer of Choo Choo Charles.
Yeah.
This is like Lethal Company's graphics aren't that great, if you don't know. This is like a very nice step up. Even Choo Choo Charles,
The movement makes me think this plays in VR.
Yes. Yeah. I was trying to understand why I think the movement looked weird, but yeah, it looks like you would almost play it in VR.
it could
Yeah.
be a VR game, could it? I mean, I'd love if it was.
I mean,
but
it could. It absolutely can.
Digging with spoons.
Also, yeah, it's literally a prison escape game. That's interesting. Jesus.
I do agree in chat, the camera is shaking a lot in this game. Which
Yeah.
is why I feel like it's a VR game.
That's why I feel it's VR.
it's hard to make a VR game.
That's honestly
Yeah.
very true.
No, I'll
Okay,
definitely
man.
drag friends to play
You know, I really appreciate the variety we've already seen.
But yeah, that's
Like-
coming to Steam 2025, so it's not a VR game. Huh.
I don't know, to be honest. I love an honest developer.
That's a fun one, right? I
But
remember
it's made by one person, so
Like, there-
give them
there-
time.
Congratulations,
Good
guys.
variety
So glad to have
already
that
so
on
far,
stage.
which
All right,
is a
next
good
one of
feeling,
this year's
actually.
most anticipated
Because we've had a lot of
games,
showcases
Star
like
Wars
where
Outlaws,
the first
coming
like
out
5
on
or 6
August
feel the
30th.
same.
From Ubisoft
Where the
and
first 30 minutes
Lucasfilm
feels like
Games,
the only
first
color is
open
brown.
world Star Wars game where you live the life of a scoundrel. On Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific, you'll get to see a full gameplay showcase during Ubisoft's Forward event, streaming as part of the continuing Summer Game Fest events. But right now, we've got an exclusive new glimpse at the game, just a
John
small
Burrows says,
taste.
Tom, turn your
of what's
mic
to
up.
come.
Sure thing. I just was feeling around a little bit. Turned up.
Sounds like
Oh,
the goal is to
Outlaws.
make everyone louder.
I'm curious how Outlaws will be, considering this is the first Star Wars game post EA era, which has challenges.
Hey, it looks cool.
Yeah, I'm just a bit worried that it might follow some typical Ubisoft tropes, but I'm also just willing to be interested in the first place and just see how it is.
Okay, gameplay reveal, Ubisoft Forward. Okay, that makes sense. There we go, another one of those instances of, hey, little sneak peek, check out more at the later showcase. Yep.
Yes.
I think I spotted Lando there.
hard to compete.
Remember, they will charge
Good
100.
Joey.
Oh, I know,
So
Animal.
far,
I
think
am
it's gonna be,
100%
come out,
aware. They will
this
charge
year,
100
Cuffbust,
for
I'm not quite
this.
sure, but it's like it's so cool that there's stuff that we're going to get to play in the next few months here. All right, well, moving back to smaller teams, a few weeks ago I had a chance to play through this next game, and I have to say, it is really spectacular. Neva comes
That was a
from
great
Nemada
shot of the
Studio,
whole
creators
crowd.
of the
I couldn't
Game
see Joey,
Award-winning
though.
game
I tried.
Grease.
I'm sorry,
It chronicles
Joey.
the story of Alba, a woman bound to a curious wolf cub. Here's your first ever look at the gameplay.
Okay.
Oh, this is from the people from Gris, yeah, Nomada.
Ooh. Okay, yeah.
What do they make? Oh, Gris.
Yeah, they made Gris, yes.
Yes, I remember that was being teased. I'm kind of surprised. Like, I thought this might be at Devolver Showcase.
Yes, I thought so too.
Falcon Punch, no. Nintendo's not at Summer Games Fest. Anything for Switch is because it's like a third-party developer making a game that's also going to be on Switch. But Nintendo has their Direct sometime this month. Probably in the next 2 weeks. But they won't be here.
I already like that you're helping in is White Wolf. That's nice.
No, another gorgeous
Very,
game.
like, charming.
I mean, Gris was already very charming, but this seems more actiony.
Yeah. I'm definitely liking what I'm
face?
seeing here.
Yeah, this seems far more actiony than Gris ever was, which is fine. I'll take it.
Every artsy, kind of beautiful nature game always ends up looking like a Studio Ghibli game to me, or inspired.
So the
Oh,
wolf
that's
has
pretty.
grown up.
I love the design.
Never. That's coming this year. Wow.
Yeah, this year to everything. Nice.
But you never know.
Trust me, that game is such a true work of art. Especially when
more
you're
in the Devolver
combat.
Direct.
It is tons of fun to play, and there's much more.
And
coming
they
later
have the
today in
devs.
Devolver
Huh.
Direct, which will air directly after the Day of the Devs on this same stream. So we got lots more for
All
you.
right, next
All right,
game
next
announcement.
it's time for our next
Sand.
game announcement.
Don, you're like 1 second ahead. Just wait 1 second.
Study the
Okay.
past.
Thank you.
If you would
But that's the
find
same for Trish, likely.
All are architects of fate, working in these walls of time.
Let us all for death prepare, or on the last great journey fare.
So
Let me not then
yes?
die
Civilization.
gloriously. and
It could
without
also
a
be, yeah.
struggle. But let
Now,
me
this feels
first
more
do
Sith like now that I
some
look at
great
it.
thing That shall be told among men.
I think that's a good guess.
Each of us shall endure this world's life until the end.
I like the transitions to all these different scenes, though. They're, like, really seamless.
This feels like Sith, yeah, for sure.
What would this be? Civ 7?
Yes.
8? I don't know what number we're on.
So it shall be.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it were because I remember playing sticks a ton.
That's cool.
Oh, it's still coming to Switch. Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a harder one to have.
Sid Meier.
Gameplay showcase.
Hello, everyone at Summer Game
Still
Fest.
going, the GOAT.
On behalf of the Firaxis team, we are thrilled to finally announce that
Oh, it's coming day and
Civilization
date.
7 is coming day and date
Oh,
to
shoot.
PC and consoles next year. I'm in awe of the amazing team that has brought us to this moment, but we also have to thank you, our incredible fans around the world, for your overwhelming support of this franchise for over 30 years. We can't wait to share more, and we hope you'll join us later this summer for the full reveal of Civilization
Aw.
7.
Hey, Civilized.
Thanks, Sid.
That's an interesting closer. Ooh.
Well, that's so
Time to
neat. It's
something
been on a
much
series
more
like that for so long. Oh, this is that the monkey game, I believe. That's been in a few Game Fests and Game Awards.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You guys have a huge delay, are saying things seconds before they are on screen. Okay. I mean, not sure how to fix it.
Don't worry too much, though. That's my fault getting behind.
Yeah. Yeah, this seems like Wukong.
Yeah. MT18, there have not been any fighting games yet, no?
The fighting game count is currently on 0.
It's like, come on, Power Stone 3.
Back my Wukong. Oh! Date.
It's a good time to avoid a million other releases in the fall.
Yeah, I mean, August seems like a pretty safe bet to release a game, to be honest.
I would agree, yeah.
Oh, MetaQuest. Oh, this is a commercial.
Yeah, this definitely is a commercial. The energy of it.
I think this is the game you get free if you buy a MetaQuest free. Because I played it. So I remember if I... Yeah, as well as yeah. It's really good. I enjoyed it.
It seemed like a AAA attempt on VR. So.
They put a lot of effort in that game.
To build the monoliths, reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Stardust. But mankind was given more than it wished for. Not progress, but chaos.
What's this Elden Ring 2? No, Elden Ring 2 is not going to be...
a terrible fall.
Elden Ring DLC is just about to come out.
Well, those things coming from the clouds, clearly it's Dead by Daylight.
Like mayflies, we die to live again.
Is that a puppet? Is that a little, like, nutcracker puppet?
The smallest creatures.
I see some brown.
Show the greatest resilience. Wherever we remain standing, we stand together.
Once human, okay.
I gotta be real, that my mind didn't parse the date there at first. So it was once it started to fade out, I went, oh, July.
Yeah.
Right.
Could have done each word individually instead of having to just there and stuff.
Yeah, it's my mind was drawn to the character and then the text below the character, not all across the screen in front of them. Turnip Boy.
Yeah, that's on Utomic. That's an indie streaming service. It actually is pretty good.
Have any of you faced Tyranids before? Only these past 2 days. Then there is much to learn. The numbers are endless.
We're 20 minutes into the show already, and I gotta be real, it's not that bad so far. There's been like a really good variety of things here. A really good balance. And pacing, too.
Lego.
Nothing
Lego Horizon's great. The Choo-Choo Charles creator one, that's great. Like a great mix. Instead of it's not just all like dark, gritty, violent games.
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest. We've got some amazing developer guests joining us throughout the show, and I'm very excited to introduce our first guests. They are legendary creators who are working on a brand new fantasy RPG Metaphor, slated to launch this October. Please welcome the director and art designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5,
I forgot this was going to be here.
And Shigenori Sojima.
Yeah. I am very interested in Metaphor.
I have to admit, as despite being like a big Persona fan, I have not kept up with this game at all, and I think I'm fine with that, because when I eventually get into it, I was like completely blind to it then.
No, that's absolutely fair. I only
Thank you,
going to play like Unicorn Overlord very
My name is
soon now
Hashino,
because
and
I got
I'm
a
the
bit
director
cheaper.
of Metaphor. It is a pleasure
These
to be
kinds of
here with
segments might be a bit
Mr.
longer. Also, whenever they bring out the developers, these ones are probably going to be longer segments. Not a bad thing. Just
no, absolutely not.
Noteworthy.
It's nice to show the developers behind the games.
No, guys, they did not mention Persona and bring them on here because Persona 6. It's the same creators. It's the people involved in Personas 3, 4, and 5 making this game that's coming out this year.
Yes, this is the new game from the Persona people.
不安と向き合うことによって覚醒する力です。
It has nothing to do with Shimikami Tensei lore also, for the people who are also wondering about that.
その総数は
It's a new IP from the same people that made Persona.
一部のアーキタイプは進化することもできます。
It's good. Like you get more of a good thing.
Archetypes are the embodiment of power born from the will to face your fears and anxieties.
True.
We gave it our all to instill each and every archetype with a feeling of
What's the game
strength
called?
and
Metaphor
uniqueness in each of their designs.
ReFantazio?
In total, there will be more than 40
Typically, you hear
types of
people just
archetypes
referring to it as
available in the
Metaphor,
game.
but yeah.
These archetypes can gain experience and even evolve. Some of them can evolve into stronger versions.
I mean, even the developers just as Metaphor, so it's fine.
新しい RPG 我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウをすべて結集させて作っています。とても大きなボリュームのゲームです。今日はこのアーキタイプをテーマにした最新のトレーラーをお持ちしました。ぜひご覧になってください。ありがとうございました。
This is actually very nice, yeah.
So we are pouring all of our acquired expertise into this game to make it as exciting as possible. In fact, we've even brought our latest trailer today, which is centered around the topic of these archetypes.
Okay, you know what? That was a very well-paced segment.
Yeah.
Because now we get the trailer, and then they'll probably move right on after that.
It is said that we all have inherited heroic virtues.
Oh, I like the UI is still very Persona-y.
Yeah, the UI is still very pretty.
The reality is,
That's the only thing I knew about this game.
we oppress. We fight.
Video Zero.
A great evil flows through this land.
This show probably will go on for about an hour and 40
Found a way
minutes.
to
Maybe a
wield
bit longer,
true
but when I was checking, that's how long last year's went.
They said about 2 hours, yeah. So
Anywhere from there to 2 hours.
Man, that transformation is cool. It's very fantasy, which I kind of like as somebody who is more into Dungeons and Dragons type of stuff.
Remind people that the same
it is catching my eye,
lie dormant within them.
On guard!
You must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
But yeah, I agree. I don't necessarily need something about this like every few weeks, like a new screenshot or a trailer. But every time there's a bulky showcase, I'm like, yeah, I'm excited for it.
Interesting power.
Yeah.
An archetype whose existence was only theoretical.
Oh, and with Monster Hunter until the end, you have to wonder if Monster Hunter is in the state of play. So you might not have the same.
That's true.
October 11, 3 days after my
Saving
birthday.
Alright. Metaphor repented. Yeah, that does look
it's
good.
It's gonna be busy birthday week, but that's also when Fence Live Eye comes out.
Such an honor to have Hoshino and Shojima with us on stage. Thank you guys, and for that deep look at the archetypes, such stunning visual designs. Now we're going to jump into the Arkhamverse. Batman Arkham Shadow is a MetaQuest 3 exclusive VR game coming later this year. As Batman, you face a new threat, the mysterious Rat King and his cultish devotees. Here's your first look at the story trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
It's made by Camouflage, who is a really competent studio, but I'm not sure if maybe Arkham fans were particularly waiting for a MetaQuest game.
Darkness overtaking Gotham, driving the city mad.
The only light left is from the fire in the streets, casting shadows of rats on everything that was once good. Fear is their weapon. But they're not the only
Commissioner
ones who
Gordon
can
is
use
going
it.
hard though.
Yeah.
The Rat King will stop at nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to
12
destroy
2,000
him?
people.
I thought it was after the transition on his face. I thought it was gonna go into gameplay. I'm kind of surprised it didn't actually. Oh, official gameplay trailer at Gamescom. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That feels kind of far out, but that's fair.
The German Keeleys.
The German Keeleys, yeah.
Oh, she's back.
Well, it's like with MetaQuest 3, there's also the Grand Theft Auto that's doing that. So.
I am
I don't
looking
think her
forward to
name's
heading
back,
back
though.
to the Arkhamverse. Now,
fighting games, there
it
we go.
is time to update fans on a legendary
game.
fighting game franchise.
Fighting it?
And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of
Okay,
its
but what
first
is it?
iteration and have been playing each one
Is it,
ever since.
it said update, so
let's
I don't
check it
think
out.
it's a new announcement.
Hold up.
No, that looks like a Street
The
Fighter.
King of Fighters?
I think this is King of Fighters. This is King of Fighters.
Terry Bogard is back.
Oh, is it Capcom versus SNK?
Oh. Maybe. Oh, sure, yeah, because we have Luke from Street Fighter.
Oh.
So it's like you get the new Street Fighter characters in there.
Wait, are they gonna add SNK characters to... No, they're not going to, right?
It could go both ways. That'd be cool.
That... Bro. Yeah, oh, there are.
That is what it is.
That's pretty... Honestly, that's pretty cool. I kind of want to see how SNK... I mean, they haven't done it before, but I kind of want to see how they play.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
I was like, because the phrasing maybe...
Street Fighter with my friend tomorrow, so...
Yeah, the phrasing of that announcement was weird. I agree.
Because the phrasing made it sound like it was an update to an existing game, not a brand new game. But then what we saw was like, wait a minute, new game? But no, I guess so. It is for Street Fighter 6. SNK characters coming to it.
Yeah, that's what's like. Don't worry, the DLC will be as much as the price of a new game.
Join the fighting.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool, actually.
I like that a ton.
Yeah, that's a neat add-on. I will have to throw my money at that, unfortunately.
Same here.
Oh, this looks stylized.
This looks very Scottish.
Very Scottish.
Old.
Chat yelling, and Bison's alive?
Yeah, and Bison is also in year 2, yeah.
But it's M. Bison Balrog in Japan, whatever it is.
I do like that style from the overview of the world. That's kind of nice. From the gameplay, I cannot really exactly tell us. It's like Dynasty Warriors-esque. Is it more
Yeah, it looks
like
like it's
like
inspired.
action? Yeah. I mean, it's not much in the way of UI to really confirm or deny that either way.
Oh, that's a pretty good font for the yelling.
Roguelike co-op hack and slash. Well, yeah, okay.
Roguelike co-op hack and slash is definitely a bunch of buzzwords to get my friends interested in it.
That's fair.
It almost undersells the game, though, saying that. But...
It's sparking.
Okay, Dragon Ball.
Sparking Zero, hell yeah.
This trailer is very quiet for some reason.
Yeah, that's
I saw a few people wanting to see Sparking Zero, so that's nice.
Like, I know for a while they've been looking at Scooby's cartoons, but it's just still pretty impressive. Like, I remember the Super Famicom one. Really good back in the days.
Well, the way you slice it, there's only one way to save her. Goodbye, my friends. No matter what it takes, I need to rescue Gohan.
I'm still like surprised at just the variety we've had so far. There's been some good announcements, and it's been paced very well and really like spread out nicely. Like it really feels like he's been listening to criticism in the last few years here.
Part of it could be there's some like teams maybe like sticking up their face again after the pandemic. Maybe a lot of them get pushed back to different shows sometimes, and they just can't make it. Maybe
Well, not even that. Because like sometimes people talk about the way games are grouped together.
Yeah.
It doesn't really
Gosh
feel
darn
like
it.
good variety.
There's so much to play in that week of my actual freaking birthday.
All the
There
birthday
you
money
go,
goes
Internet.
to
We
games.
got your release date for
Yeah, it's
Sparking
immediately
Zero,
gone.
October
There's already
11th.
3 games going to buy it.
Now we step into the world of Delta Force Hawk
Whoops.
a free-to-play tactical
Free-to-play
shooter
tactical
available
shooter.
to play on
Okay.
all platforms. Here's a look at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
On all platforms. I guess this is also on Switch
Team,
then?
Rally up. We've got a new mission. Operation Lightning Strike. The situation at Zero Dam is now very serious. With conflicts escalating between Havoc Corps and Alsara Guard. It's time to take action.
Hey, Zach in chat. Miss anything good? There's been a good variety of things, I would actually say. There's been a good variety. It hasn't been a snooze fest, no.
No, it's
execute swiftly. And
this is our real first color brown, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Zach, don't worry, I'll still watch Satahu tonight. It just won't be till later.
More like Dr. Hoot.
I'm going in. Shit! They've got a flamethrower.
It's good to see you, Zach. Hope you're doing well.
Second floor. I got shot.
Hi, Zach.
They're coming up. All clear. Prepare for decoding.
That's all for
Hope you're
mission.
doing well too.
The drill is over.
Okay.
Operation commences.
It's coming to apparently to Apple, but not the Switch. Interesting.
Yeah, they said he's at all platforms.
But
so
that
it's like,
is
even
not
Switch?
all. The
No.
game's premium campaign mode, Black Hawk Down, is a
Seems fine, just
reimagining
not
of the
for me.
original game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie.
For what game? Sorry.
Here is your world premiere first look at that gameplay.
It's the color brown 2 times in a row.
Oh no. This one's based on a movie though. Could have potential.
Why are they burning tires? RPG! Hold on!
All units prepared for landing. 2 teams, 1 foot. Clear. Secure and capture a team in your cabinet. Over.
Get down! Get down! Enemy attack! Air strike!
I know it says caption on PC, dev build, and all that, but it definitely looks like it's constantly lagging in the footage. That's not the stream.
It's a development build, right?
I'm aware, but it's. I don't know. I don't feel like that's grabbing hype and attention.
Yeah.
If that's happening each time, but.
It should have been like development build on Switch.
And now,
And it's like, oh,
I
that's
have
impressive.
an
Fatal
update for
Fury.
you on Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves.
For real? Okay. They caught on with-
Now we're
For
getting
real
Fatal
this time.
Fury.
Now we're actually getting Fatal Fury. Okay. I didn't even realize there was a new one coming.
Yes, there is.
That's exciting.
SNK keeps pretty up to date with making new releases of the games. Just you don't hear about them all the time.
I guess now the Street Fighter crossover now makes even more sense, right? Because now it's more like cross promotion.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure.
Looks like kind of comic book looking art style.
Fox Reaper as a name goes really hard though.
Yeah.
Lots That's a ton
The
of
legend
passion.
begins now. Fair City of the Wolves.
Oh, that's a fun little mini game. Early next year. Okay. Now we're in commercial again. He's becoming Master Chief.
Yes. He's becoming one with the Master Chief.
Is this what they mean when they say you gotta lock in when gaming?
How is this a Dolby commercial? Wow.
It is a weird Dolby commercial.
Yeah.
So they're wrong. There was Halo at the Summer Games Fest.
Not even by Microsoft.
I mean, the real Halo were the friends we made along the way.
I knew you were going there. What's this?
I have no idea.
Have to be cautious. It does look a little bit like a MOBA.
It does. Kind of has that energy.
It does have, totally has that energy.
But what is the gameplay? This little animated thing.
This could also still be an ad, by the way. So.
This is still an ad.
Yeah. To be fair, this entire show is an ad, but
true.
Yeah, that's a. It's not like the Game Awards where there's some awards sprinkled in, a bunch of ads. Like, this is purely stuff I'm hopefully excited to see.
actually overhead battles. I'm impressed. I'm not sure if this is a mobile game now.
You're next.
Oh, it's on Switch and Steam and mobile.
And mobile.
Yeah.
That's fresh.
In early access at the end of this month. Wait. Yee, Gundam Breaker, right? Is it?
Yeah, that's good.
Nice cool designs.
I mean the 1% that really cares about stuff like this. I mean it's larger than 1% to be honest, but still. I'm not sure if this. What is this? It feels.
I guess we had Armor's Core last year and the Tank Smash highlights.
Yeah.
Makes me want to know if Zone of Enders or Patrol.
Mecha Break.
Okay, so not Gundam Breaker.
Yeah, but I was hoping it was Gundam Breaker, but it's not.
We're back here.
There's Joey in that crowd.
That was a look at Mecha Break with its immersive aerial and ground combat.
The lighting makes it hard to see his shirt color. I think he's more on the right.
Next,
no, there. I think I see him as the pink shirt.
Yeah, I think it's the pink shirt. I think that's him.
Pink
the pink
shirt,
there.
like middle, maybe like 5 rows up.
Last year's Five Nights at Freddy's. Well,
like the back right, yeah.
Blumhouse is entering the video game world.
It also helps Joey's huge. So.
From the studio brought you Five Nights at Freddy's. The Black Phone.
Dark times await us. Vengeance will take shape.
Oh, they're showcasing a few of their games. Okay.
Okay. I was like, what is the game? Okay, it's multiple games. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that'd be
that
a
makes
crazy
I
tie-in.
cannot sleep. I cannot
Sleep awake.
I must not sleep.
Oh god, this seems...
I am terrified to sleep. And I am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect
Famous
you.
last words.
Yeah. That's like a Resident Evil style puzzle game.
No matter what. Just go home, Viv. Amy!
We just had Crow Country.
The local police department asked me to help with a case. Why would they need a game to
The simulation. It's literally called the simulation. Oh no.
Project C.
Well, we didn't see anything from Project C, so there's that. Well, that seems all very scary.
That is a lot of...
It is nice though to see like a bunch of things shown off at once. Though at times it was hard to tell when it was a different game versus a different look in the same game.
Yeah. Yeah, but
here we go. I guess we're getting a little bit more on these.
CEO and founder of Blumhouse, and Luis
I'm more scared about the fact that their studio name exclusive Game Pals and then they show a horror game.
Zach says some of those look quite good as a spooky enjoyer. Good. That's what it should be.
Same slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
Yes, you have been very busy.
We've been very, very busy. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having us. Thank you guys all. Great to hear the fans out there. You'll all be very happy to know we're working at this very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming.
Yeah, I forget they also make films, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, horror is.
I don't know how well the Five Nights at Freddy's movie really
more
did.
Popular. Our movies are working.
I think people liked it.
Streaming.
I think people liked it.
Live events, and we wanted to try and take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see here. We're going to do independent games. We're going to look for creators and give them a platform and encourage these creators to be weird and subversive and find the most effed up, scariest
these guys should make a movie says
and
better
put them
bites.
into really cool games.
Well, they look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate. Luis, tell us a bit about. We saw a bunch of games there. What can you tell us about kind of the overall lineup of games?
Well, as you just saw from our slate, our horror games
Have movie
are
made
a
over
lot
10
like
times
Blumhouse
its
movies.
budget?
They come
Oh
in
my
many
lord.
different
Wow.
flavors of fear, which means there's a
pretty good.
horror game for everyone. So
Crazy.
maybe you're a fan of nostalgic
90s experience. Sounds like what a lot of horror fans want.
Intense first
To
person
be fair,
shooters.
that's kind of what
Or
people
maybe, Jeff,
want,
you just
for
want some
sure.
bonus murder in your otherwise very cozy farming sim. I think, we as horror fans, we know that there are so many different subgenres to explore, and our independent development partners, they feel the same, and they're just as excited, which means we've got psychological nightmares.
I do think
we have
it's interesting that
supernatural scares,
Blumhouse,
we have
like,
cosmic horror, and our team
like
has
split it
worked
off into
really
making
hard
games now as
to
well
work with
after
global,
interacting with the
creative,
Five Nights
talented
at Freddy's
partners.
guys.
And that means for us that
You
we
see there's money in it, so they're investing in it,
want
yeah.
to as we're working in indie projects, which means that we can take risks.
What does the shirt say? I think it says FNAF Girl.
Storytelling, and we're so excited.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome, all the stuff you have there. And I know, we'll get into when games are coming out, but some of these are coming soon, Jason, right? We got a good slate.
Well, yeah, we're on PC and console, and we wanted to start with not just one, but we wanted to start with a few games.
That did not answer his question at all.
Yeah, so Fear the Spotlight is our first release coming
I'm
later
not sure
this
if they're
year,
looking at
and
a
it really hits our
teleprompter
mission
at this
statement.
point.
It's an amazing.
I don't really think that really doesn't answer her question.
Healy asked,
and I think people will be big fans
are any of
it,
these coming
even if you're not
soon?
normally into horror.
And they're like, oh, let's start talking about the
Actually,
games. Like,
Fear
wait
the
a
Spotlight
second.
is getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase, so stay tuned after the show.
There you go.
Awesome.
There
Well,
is a tie.
I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future years with more from Blumhouse Games. But guys, what do you think of the slate? Pretty amazing, right? What these guys are pulling off. Jason, Luis, thanks so much for being here on Summer Game.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Oh,
And now here's the
hello.
world premiere of a brand new Power Rangers game with a
That's for
retro
Retro
feel.
Arcade is a name. Oh, Digital Eclipse. Okay. Huh.
Trying to cash in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, they're doing. Yeah, I was thinking Time Paradox because they showed the villain of the recent Netflix movie. Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I didn't expect 3D segments.
3D segments are pretty cool.
2.5.
Oh, you actually do have a first-person view when you're in the Megazord. That's kind of neat. As an old school like Power Rangers fan, that really intrigues me.
I remember as a kid though, Power Rangers was the one show I'd be watching, and my dad's just like, he would come in, like, and he would sometimes watch other shows I watched, and he'd be like,
Uh-huh.
and he would walk out.
That's honestly very fair.
Aw.
My heartstrings.
This is really beautifully animated.
Yeah.
Fantastic animation for the year.
Oh, what?
This took a turn.
Yeah, that was a turn. That took a real turn.
Okay.
This is the second
Deer
animal
and boy.
growing up with antlers
Deer and boy.
so far.
Interesting. Alright, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it has me intrigued for sure. Like,
Yeah.
What a
Yeah, for
beautiful
sure.
game, Deer and Boy, which comes from first-time developer Jason Houdet in Paris, who started that project
nice.
alone in 2020 during the
They
pandemic,
worked on
and
this
now
for
has
4
a
years
team
already.
of 8
Crazy.
helping him realize his vision with financial aid from the French government. And games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance to show you what they're working on. All right, next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2
I
is
heard that
arriving
one
later
guy
this year.
screaming,
This is
yeah,
a
and it's like- and
first-person
we listened to the
open-world
voice like,
action
oh.
RPG from Warhorse Studios. Here is a brand new look.
Didn't the original Deliverance just come out on Switch?
best
Because it was
laid
shown,
plans
I
of
think,
men
in the Brockner showcase.
don't always come to
I
fruition.
think so.
Yeah.
Man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls.
These two young fellas, I need to find them. One's a smart-ass smith, and the other's a blue-blooded fledgling.
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
Gentlemen,
He literally needed
praise be
Jesus.
to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Our Father, there are many sinners in this world. But in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Kiss our asses!
God, is this retribution for my sins?
I'm using up all the swear words for this shirt.
Yeah, right?
Gotta pay extra for that.
Come on!
I mean, it sure looks like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
That's fair, yeah.
To the fucking task.
This year? Yeah.
Next, we step into the dark mind of Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama-san. Back in 2021, we announced his new game, Slitterhead, at
This
the
is
Game
one I
Awards,
leaked a
and
bit
now
earlier
we're giving
today.
you a look at the gameplay from his
Oh, did it?
independent Tokyo-based studio.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh. You take over people's bodies.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh god.
I thought you were fighting back against parasites and these things. Not that you were. I didn't think you were also playing as one. That's interesting.
That's freaking nuts.
It does seem a bit more actiony than horror.
Bit of both.
Yes.
A flesh sword? Alright. Well, it definitely feels like it came from a Silent Hill mind, so.
Yeah. I mean... Oh god! A Gatling gun made from flesh. That's a sentence I would never say on my 2024 bingo card.
Interesting.
Can I see soul jump, like, acting like it? Oh!
Yeah, that'll be interesting in platforming.
Slitterhead. November 8th.
Wow, okay. I mean, fascinating.
Wait, what?
It's a Killer Bean game. It had a huge trailer that blew up. Maybe we get a release date.
That's what I call a dramatic entrance.
What's Killer Bean doing at the Game
There's a reason
Awards?
why I'm called Killer
Alright,
Bean.
sure.
It's because I'm good at what I do. Really. Really. Good. I used to be an
Shadow
assassin
Mansion.
for the Shadow
Not in the way we
Agency,
expected, though.
an international organization
like Super
powerful
Max
enough
Payne.
to shape the world. Until they lied to me and tried to kill me. Now, I'm gonna destroy them.
You're the gosh darn idiot who wants to take down the Shadow Agency! Well, it is sure nice to meet you. Before you die.
Alright. Zach says Jetty's been through a lot.
Good one, Zach. I appreciate you. Maybe it's been inside us all along.
This just seems ridiculous.
And I will make them
That's
pay
what games
for
should
it.
be like. They should be ridiculous sometimes.
That means that early access is soon.
Glad you liked that one. That was Killer Bean, a third-person roguelike shooter made by another single developer, believe it or not, right here in Los Angeles. Jeff Liu, who previously worked as an animator on movies like The Matrix.
The joke is
Reloaded.
Bean killing me.
So
Thanks,
fun.
guy.
It's amazing what can happen in this industry. All right, to introduce their brand new game, please welcome from the Game Bakers, a small
Montpellier
independent
means
studio
they left
in
you,
Montpellier,
likely
France,
left Ubisoft.
Audrey LaPrince and Emmerich Toa.
Hello, Jeff, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So
these are, I know these people. They've made
we're here to introduce our new
Squid's
game,
Odyssey, and they
Cairn,
made Haven.
a survival climber.
Okay.
When I was a teenager, my dad prepared an
Haven in
expedition
particular
to
was
Mount K2,
was really good.
but half of his team didn't come back.
Because it was more
And
focused
I've
on
always
like
wondered
using
why
two
do
characters in a
alchemists risk their
more
lives in such
like
extreme
controllable
conditions.
area and environment. It was really
This is
interesting.
something we wanted to explore in Cairn.
Cairn is a game about what it takes to go beyond your limits. You climb a mountain to reach a summit never reached before.
Funny enough, I have interviewed Emmerich before for his first game. They would make that a studio.
And realistic.
That's neat.
It's a face-off between you and the mountain. And what you're going to see in the trailer is not from cutscenes.
Actual climbing gameplay, not from cutscenes. Okay.
You can see more later today.
Okay, there'll be more of it at Day of the Dead.
Now let's have a look.
Yeah. Maybe first-person climbing. Let's see.
Interesting from them to go into an RPG and then from like more of an actiony game with two people to go to a climbing game. They're at least doing something different every single time.
Yeah.
The fact that this is all gameplay too is really interesting.
Yeah.
Looks like it'd be really important on what handholds you choose. It's almost like a Bennett body game for climbing by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's the impression that I'm getting.
I guess there's that Ponty.
I'm not sure if I'm specifically interested in this, as I was in their other games, but it is at least an interesting direction they're going.
Yeah. I agree with Chad. It looks stressful, but it does look cool.
Yeah.
I think I would get stressed out playing this for sure.
I mean, I think that's kind of like the point that they're trying to capture, like that experience.
Yeah.
It's like how far can you fall down? Yeah, difficult game about climbing too. I think that the first that was a Ponty Pants game I was playing.
Kieran. Oh, Annapurna.
Annapurna, ooh.
From the greatest standing battle on the beginner's guide. Ooh.
I'm not meant to be here. I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve?
Farming sim.
There's a lot of gardening.
This is going to be a farming sim with a weird twist. I can really feel it.
None of these tasks are all that hard. They just take
if it's from the guy from Stanley Parable in a beginner's guide, there is a weird twist coming.
Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually
but it seems normal so far. I'm worried though.
To see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can stop.
Yeah.
I can stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
It's like one of those movies where a killer settles down with a different name.
The beginner's guide was over creativity and Stanley Parable was over narrative design. Maybe this is about anxiety as his main theme.
Anxiety and not burning out, like actually taking a break.
All right, now here's a look at the story.
I have the feeling that's what they're going with, and that's interesting.
Action-adventure game that tells the story of Haruna,
but I feel like the twist is not fully shown yet, and it will come at some point, and then we'll not see it coming.
Turn your thoughts inward and focus on your shade. Do you feel it?
I do.
Your progress is impressive lately, Haruna.
These are incredible.
They called themselves the Sahin. 9 among them were chosen and shielded from death.
The Unknown 9. Does this have anything to do with why Vincent is here?
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the 9. It's time we took control of our own destiny.
Why are you so interested in Vincent, anyhow?
He killed someone I loved. Remember stepping. Find your target and bridge the gap.
You don't belong here.
This power is interesting, although
This is exactly what
this power is kind of funny to see right after Slitterhead.
It's another soul jumping one. It's Geist too.
This does look really interesting though with the art style and the gameplay though.
Right.
The Fold is a strange place.
Vincent found something down there.
Oh hey.
Monster Hunter Stories. Releasing in like a week.
See the world together. I finally.
I mean, I've
something that I want.
been playing a lot of the sequel a lot as of late. So. Oh yeah, actually Capcom sale
Summer
going
deals. Yeah, Capcom sales are usually pretty good.
Yeah. I don't think that the Apollo Justice Trilogy is massively on sale, but it's if you want to get it cheaper for a game that came out this year, there's that.
Okay, I haven't heard of JAMA Games.
Delusion taken form walks into my great hall. Feel honored to fight.
Didn't you know I'm a freaking legend?
Like, it's a fight scene, but like, what does it look like in gameplay?
Yeah.
Is what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Why isn't this in game?
The funny part is I don't know who the developer is. I only saw Safe House, and I know those people who made the cutscene because I actually visit their studio because I know the head of that studio.
Oh, that's
nice.
Cool. I think it's called JAMA, like Jyama.
They're in Tokyo, very close to the new Nintendo building. Which they are half like a cinematic developer and half also a game developer, which is very interesting. But I don't know who is making Yan, very difficult name.
Yeah,
Yan, game.
All right, we're back here live for more Summer Game Fest. The First Descendant, powered by Unreal
Looter
Engine 5,
shooter.
is a
All right,
next-gen
that's
looter
a
shooter
genre.
with dynamic cooperative gameplay,
Sure.
including a grappling hook mechanic. It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut.
This just makes
the
me
new
want to play
trailer
more
and the
Exo
reveal
Primal, which I
of the
enjoyed.
release date.
Is that still going? Like, is it still getting updates and all, or?
I'm not sure if it's still getting updates, but I played a lot of the season where the Street Fighter characters and everything came out. I played that season particularly
That
long.
wasn't too long after it released, though, right?
Yeah. I enjoyed the month and a half that I actively played it.
Yeah, my friends. I had some friends that were playing it, and they had a really good time with it. If I remember correctly, they were saying the whole thing is they kind of felt like after like a month there wasn't anything to do in the game. For a game that felt like it was supposed to be more active, there wasn't much to do once they felt done with it.
I think it just fell short of Capcom's own expectations, to be honest. Which is a shame because it was actually not that bad.
And in chat, no, there's been nothing on Fluffy Squire yet. Maybe there will be, but not yet.
I think they're gonna save it until Devolver, to be honest. I realized it's only been like an hour.
Yeah, it's been a little over an hour now.
It's not bad.
No?
Yeah, no real
Going by
big
pretty well,
slowdown
yeah.
so far.
There hasn't been that moment though, but that's fine. There's plenty of nice stuff wasn't there still, so I'm not complaining. First Descendant. Oh, from next time.
That's
okay.
like very soon.
Yes.
People making faces
That
at the camera.
looks awesome. The First Descendant will be available across PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Wishlisted now and prepare for the release on July 2nd. And now, please
there you go.
welcome
Here's
two
Among Us
developers
time.
whose
Among
hit
Us time.
indie game Among Us took the world by
It's
storm
time
in
to
a couple
Among Us.
Game Awards. From InnerSloth, here are Victoria Tran and Forrest Willard.
Victoria Tran.
She was waiting to say that. She was nervous and waiting to say that. You felt it.
Can you believe they just let us be on this stage? Like, no chaperones. Like,
I know. Can we announce something totally fake?
Oh,
do you
like-
think they'll let us do that?
Among Us 2? Among Us 3? 4? Oh, all right. Well, turns out we actually have something very real we wanted to present to you all today. There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so
like
we
an
thought we
initiative
could
for
help
another
out a
dev?
little bit. That's
Oh,
why
they're
we're
gonna do a
excited to
publishing
announce our side
arm.
project, Outersloth, an indie game fund
I
we
love
made
that.
offers the
They're
kind
gonna
of games
reinvest
we
their
wanted back
Among
in
Us
our
money
less
in
popular
something
Among
good.
You
Then
days.
that's good.
This is our way of saying
Good on
thank
them.
you to our crewmates,
I love that.
players, peers, by helping some games and devs have the funding and freedom needed to ship their games. And then we all get to play them, which was the real plan. I really want games. Outersloth is our passion project and dream for a better, more
I
sustainable
love that indie studios
industry.
are doing more of this,
We are
like Yacht
really
Club
excited
Publishing and
and
Brace Yourself Games Publishing. This is great.
incredibly nervous to reveal it here
Like
and
Yacht-
show you the current lineup
Yacht
of
Club
games we've managed to
said
fund
like they didn't make
because of you.
much on the
And don't worry, Jeff,
Puzzle
it
Dungeon.
has your favorite, a ton of world
We
premieres.
made Among Us.
Enjoy!
We sure did.
We made Among Us. Wow. Thanks. Funding other indies is actually very great.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny how they were gonna make a second one and fix up
Oh,
stuff.
they're actually showing games.
Oh, here's some of them, yeah.
Hi, I'm Ian from Shape Shot, and you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
They're gonna do it. Think Studios gonna make a new game?
Battleship Grade 2.
Battler RPG.
Well, no, with a card game, but I'll take it. I love
Studio
Battleship.
Any percent, and we're making the
this
Master
looks
Archives,
beautiful.
a game about building and exploring connections.
Hi, we're
One
Midnight
button
Munchers.
Oh,
boss.
that
I've seen this game.
that looks
It actually looks pretty
interesting.
good.
Or boss rush game with a single button to press and a ton of buttons to beat.
Hey, I'm Husband.
That
game
looks fun,
director of
too.
Huscrafts,
That
and
does
this
look
is
fun.
Rogue Eclipse, our epic spaceflight action roguelike. where
It's
you
very
have to
fast-paced.
Customize and master your starfighter, take on merciless armadas, and vanquish a fleet of colossal super
Don't make me
destroyers.
want a new Star Fox.
And we do have one more game that's very early in development.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age. In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off
Mechs
corpos,
and cooking,
discover
get
new
it
dosa
last.
recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones for one last meal.
These are
Project
these are,
Dosa
these are
is
very
about
silly.
life, death, love,
You know what?
and food
That's
for the soul.
actually good that they're reinvesting their money into helping other people.
Actually fantastic.
What a nice initiative.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that wasn't
Thanks, Victoria and
their
Ferris.
announcement about the
Those all
show.
look fantastic, and
Yeah.
I cannot wait to play them. But
To be honest,
Oh,
I think
there we
that's
go.
amazing indie
think
games
that's a
aren't
better
the only thing
announcement.
coming out of
Yeah,
InnerSloth.
now we're going to
Did
it.
you know
Yeah,
that
there
there's
we go.
going to be an Among Us TV show? Sounds like you did. Yes, there's going to be an Among Us TV show. Check
Okay,
out
sneak
this
peek
sneak
of
peek.
the Among
CBS
Us show. Here we go.
Studios.
I didn't realize it was CBS. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zach, it is awesome. Yeah, I agree.
Gaming. we're not dead. Pizza party.
What are these names?
Wayne Knight, okay, and Elijah Wood. But I think we need some of them.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Up next,
Well,
we have Sonic
up next
X Shadow
is
Generation.
segment I've been here for.
Goodbye, Tris. Goodbye.
Well, I'll be here for the reaction.
The greatest hit collection of 3D and 2D levels from Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's time for a glimpse of Shadow's brand new powers and gameplay from a standalone
this is
campaign,
something else. It's
as
really-
well
Alright, here we go.
as the official
Sonic
release
X
date
Shadow
announcement.
Generations.
The power of feelings.
Every generation needs heroes.
Does Keanu Reeves show up?
Oh gosh. An anti-hero. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh god.
3 hedgehogs.
Yeah, classic normal Sonic and Shadow.
Oh, the gameplay for Shadow segments looks so cool, actually.
Hmm. Oh, that I saw that Sonic 06 level.
That was an 06 level. Ooh.
Oh.
Yo. That's
October
cool.
25th. Huh.
Okay, October 25th. Sonic Adventure Legacy skin!
That's pretty cool.
Terry? What?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Terios skin? Terios!
There we go.
The year of Shadow, right?
Movie coming in December.
December too. Exciting stuff. All right. In the upcoming online survival game,
well, I'm
Dune
gonna
Awakening from
dip to
Funcom,
go
there is one
cover
small
Sonic
decision that
Generations.
unleashed a chain of events
Good luck.
which set the stage
Good luck.
for the story the player will experience. Let's find out for the first time what that is.
Well, we're here with the two of us.
The only peace I find is a future
It's
that
like,
never happened.
The end of Among Us.
One
Well, Trish has to make content now,
Paul
everybody.
Atreides
Yeah.
was never born.
So you're stuck with us. Which, don't try to be too disappointed, but I'll be honest with you, it's nice that you're all.
It created me. But I see a narrow way. A path that might have been.
Sonic
What if
beta
my
custom
mother
packs?
had obeyed
Oh,
her
okay.
orders
Interesting.
and given
I didn't know
birth to a
that.
girl?
That's cool.
Everything would change.
Stuck with down and Tom, I couldn't think of anybody.
Dr.
Oh,
Yue
you
exposed
charmer,
before
Zach.
his betrayal.
Oh, thank
A
you,
world
Zach.
where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen.
Hold on, so defeated.
Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange.
Whereas Trish, he's making
A war of
content
assassins spreading across
of Sonic
the planet.
and Shadow X Shadow
Vermin
Generations.
Yeah, they're off.
exterminated. No, Muad'Dib.
I'm not sure what to think of this game. I'm just looking at the. I'm just looking at the chat. Is this Dune? Yeah, I think this is Dune Awakening. Yeah.
All of my visions lead to horror. Except for this one. This one leads to you.
It's Summer Game Fest, not Movie Fest. I mean, but all of it has been games so far, Amy. So there's that.
Yeah, there's been hardly any movie stuff so far. Like normally there's more.
Outside of like
More Dune
the
Awakening
Among Us
coming at
TV
Gamescom
show.
ONL in August. Now it is time to see the announcement
A
of
brand new
another
development
new
studio.
game
Lightspeed
from a
Studios.
brand new
Okay.
development studio.
I still can't believe that the people from Battle Chef are making a new game and it's a card game. That's so cool.
No, it's nice. I've checked from time to time. Are they doing anything? Is their studio around?
Yeah, I thought so too. We didn't hear anything from them for ages.
Yeah, I got the impression that they kind of went off to do different projects for a little bit.
mean, the style of these cutscenes is really cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping the game itself is similar.
I hope so too. I hope so very much too. Battle Aces.
To tell us more about Battle Aces and show you the gameplay, here's David Kim from Uncapped Games.
Thanks, Chef.
Oh, it's an RTS
so
game.
Battle Aces is the RTS game for everyone. It's for players that are brand new to RTS as well as RTS veterans. We really want to bring the core fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games such as World of Warcraft did for MMOs.
Those are some very lofty ambitions you got there.
So Battle
to be
Aces
the Hearthstone
is
of RTSs.
Army versus army game that
that
has a high
announcement
emphasis
recently
on the strategy.
from the new studio
We want to bring this type of very
StarCraft 2 devs
specific
creating a new
RTS fun
as well.
to players in
Oh,
two major
interesting.
ways. First, we want to amplify both the in and out of game strategizing through unit decks. And what makes unit decks very cool is
I mean,
not only will players
I
be
like an
able to
RTS from
find
time
the
to time,
exact
but
way that they wish to play,
I usually
but
wait
also
until I
players
know
will
they're
be able
good
to
to pick them
experience
up.
an endless
Like,
possibility of
it's
strategies.
not about those genres where I instantly know
we
I will
want to
enjoy them.
eliminate the tedious clicks
For example,
required
with
to play
like
an
a
RTS
platform or
as much as
RPG
possible,
or
so that players
more of a
playing
puzzle
this
game.
are experiencing
Like,
only the
like
fun
there are a number of
parts
genres
playing
where I
an
know,
RTS game.
regardless if it's a bad game, I will
If you want
try to
learn
enjoy
more
them
about
regardless.
Battle Aces, or
RTS
if
is
you
one
want
of
to
those
sign up for
genres where
our
I just
beta
wait
test
and
that's
see,
coming up
really.
very soon,
Yeah, I understand
then
that.
please
Yeah.
make sure to visit our website at playbattleaces.com. Thank you.
Thank you, David. That was fantastic. All right.
It's not too many of them.
Our next premiere unveils the
No.
exciting new destination for a game that Shadow dropped at the Game Awards last year.
I love StarCraft and
Finals,
Age of
with
Empires,
its
but it looks really
unparalleled
cool.
destruction
That's good to
wrapped
hear.
in the world's
Yeah.
most deadly game show.
Like, I cannot
Now,
really
after
decide
dozens of
if
updates
it
and
looks
two
good or
seasons,
not.
We're unveiling where contestants will be going in the all-new season starting next week on June 13th.
And how long is this?
Sharpen
We have
your
maybe
katanas
20
and
to
welcome
40
to
minutes
season
left.
3 of the finals.
Yeah, that seems so.
If they hit that reset button, it can take us anywhere.
What? That seems like a very random assortment of characters.
Well, they were saying it's the finals, just more of it.
Oh yeah, it's the finals, yes. New arena to Kyoto 1568. I tried the finals a little bit, it wasn't for me.
Yeah. What did you find off about it?
It's not that I found anything off about it, absolutely not. I think the game controls fine. It's not the type of game I think I would play long term.
Yeah.
The finals in Kyoto. All right. Please welcome multiple Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer,
Sam
if I
Lake.
do say so myself, Sam Lake
Well, it's the
from
DLC,
Remedy.
right? Like, that's been rumored. Sam Lake has a huge
What
connection
is the
with it.
shirt that Sam Lake is wearing though? Sam, why?
I think
He
that's
gets to
enough.
do that dance
Thank
for all
you.
time.
Hi. You see, this is now the only way they let me come on stage to tell you something exciting news about Alan Wake 2. Many of you have been posting your Remedy game collection
Oh, they're going to announce a physical
pictures
version
on
now?
your shelves with Alan Wake 2
Yeah, that's a good prediction.
so far
Yeah.
digital only, sadly missing. Well, we are excited to announce physical deluxe editions and physical collector's editions for Alan Wake 2 coming this fall. You can lock in your copy starting
It's interesting
tomorrow.
that they said for the longest time, we are not
Next,
going to do physical
we
versions
promised
of
you
Alan Wake
some
2, and are like, we're going to do
expansion
physical
content
versions
for
of Alan Wake 2.
Well, that's got to be related to the Epic Store.
I'm thrilled to introduce you
support they
all
put into
to
it.
Night Springs. It contains 3 episodes with 3 familiar, fan-favorite, playable characters in mysterious, terrifying, and quirky
that font just screams Twilight
scenarios. It was a chance for us
actually
to
a good
really
call.
go out there, as if we already didn't. Night Springs will be playable.
What?
Oh.
In less than 24
No,
hours.
I don't have time for that.
Tomorrow.
At least it's not the week of October 11th,
Thank you. Now, with this world
Joey's going to be sad because
premiere,
he's at Summer Games.
I invite
Oh, Joey will
you
be distraught.
to step into Night Springs.
Yeah, I think I just heard someone in the audience
Joey
call,
cannot
"Whoa."
play this right now.
Special place, a shifting
I mean, I will be
space,
similar.
existing in a countless
So,
number
but
of
I
parallel
want.
realities.
We are very busy this weekend.
Different every time we set upon the road that leads
But
us
I will
there.
play it
And yet,
sometime next week, maybe.
always familiar to us. In Night Springs.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan. You're the only one who can
What the heck?
And I will come back for you, my love.
Did Sam like just put himself into the game?
Yeah, always.
This is gonna get strange. I was the only one who could save the
3
writer
episodes.
and the very soul of literature.
3 playable characters.
Something was different.
I have a shotgun.
Well, I gotta.
Seems like they're having a lot of
Wait,
fun
is
with
that-
it.
That's a real shotgun?
Who can ever truly know how deep the rabbit hole goes in Night Springs?
We look forward to that.
Through the endless tides of time,
Amazon Games still exists.
come to these mythical
They sure do.
seeking mastery over death itself. A cruel and beautiful paradise where primal forces clash.
Pixel Lord 23, Jeff Bezos, bald skull and bones.
Oh.
Where ancient mysteries.
Wait, Amazon makes games? Yes. Does Donnie? They actually have an entire games department.
Did any of their games come out? Like, I think.
Yes, there are a few of the games that came out, yes.
Not,
Yeah,
it's not easy
New World,
to
New World is their biggest one by far.
Is Aeternum.
Oh, it's coming to Xbox and Series X apparently now.
Okay. Well, good luck to them.
That's right. New World Aeternum will launch on PS5,
I
Xbox Series
likely
X and S,
think
and PC
that
on
their
October
games will
15th.
require
Now
you
can
to
play
have
the
an
game start
Amazon
to finish
account.
as a solo player or play co-op and use cross-play as
That
well.
seems a thing that
If
they
you're
would
watching
do.
SGF on TikTok
Maybe,
Live
if you
right
have
now, you
Amazon
can
Prime,
comment
you get fast
HSR in
travel.
the chat to claim a special in-game bundle for Honkai Star Rail of Stellar Jade from TikTok Game Rewards. And speaking of Honkai Star Rail, Hoyoverse's latest space fantasy RPG just concluded its version 2.3 special program a few hours ago. But there's more. A sneak peek at the upcoming expedition featuring a beloved character who's
Honkai
clearly
Star Rail.
ready for the forthcoming journey with her brand new look.
I still need to play this. I still haven't played Honkai Star Rail. I don't know anything about it. Like, Roger Space, I've spoken with him over the last period or so. He's like, why haven't you played Honkai Star Rail yet? Because I have a billion other games to play.
Everything is possible
Yeah.
in this land of dreams.
Does sound like it's done quite well, though. It's probably good to understand why and see what it's all about.
I mean, I still need to play Octopath Traveler 2.
Wasn't there some rumblings about that?
In the future that you don't want to face will never
Yes, there's I think it's coming, or it's already on, like Game Pass, and it's coming to. It's already on PlayStation 5, so I guess it's coming to Game Pass now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know anything about this, so we're just gonna keep talking over it. I've heard mixed things about this game. I've heard some people will say they love it, and other people don't think they're that interested.
Yeah.
And that's fair. Like that's what games really is. Like there's something for everybody, really, isn't there? Because Donnie says I'm currently playing for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It's also a really good game.
Yeah, also a really long game.
Sure is.
It's like a first-person horror game.
Pikmin 442, do you think Sega will add the 3DS stages in Sonic X Shadow Generations? I don't think so.
No, it's a little much.
Would be nice if they did. That would make for a very bulky game. But I don't think so. But yeah, I still need to finish Octopath Traveler 2. And that's my main concern when it comes to RPGs right now. It was just a fun. I mean, yeah, it's fair.
Yeah,
but I would like that too. I don't mind.
That makes sense for a DLC strategy.
Yeah.
Oh, a free game.
There you have it, the unforgiving fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure. Dark and Darker is now live on both Steam and
Yoshihiro
Epic
Gamer
Games
667
Store
is
Right.
basically
Lots of fans are joining us
stating
here
my
in person at
language.
the YouTube theater,
Bandai
and thank
Namco
you
should
for
make
that.
an HD
Ahead
port
of
of
the show,
Project X Zone 1 and
lucky
2. I would
fans
like
were upgraded
to
our
play
VIP section thanks
Project
to
X Zone
Discover
2
Orange Ticket
on
upgrade. With Discover,
a
you don't have
console.
to be a VIP to be treated like
That game
one.
is bulky
All right,
as
now here's the
as frick.
announcement of the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess.
Dark and Dark feels very D&D. Yeah, it sure seemed like it. Absolutely. Oh, that game. I've seen that it looks very pretty. I like the way that the camera moves in this.
Is this gonna be more of a strategy game though, or?
It's the strategy part that you're kind of seeing is more how you move across the landscape.
Yeah.
But it far more reaches in the action-y territory.
Yeah.
But Path of the Goddess looks legitimately interesting as like a smaller game from Capcom.
Yeah, I mean it's good they're taking a chance on something. Oh, Hyperlight Drifter.
Yeah, the
Breaker.
Hyperlight Drifter. I forget what it's called.
I think it's Hyperlight Breaker.
Hyperlight Breaker, yeah.
And unfortunately, during the Devolver Direct, they're going to have another game announced.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I believe so. Or they're going to show something they're working on, published by Devolver. NoClip's been having like a documentary going on about them and the development of this game. It's been pretty good.
Well, you's a cutie little doggy, don't you know?
I'm kind of sick of you doing Japan themed games like with the rest. Big Naga, I mean, I still enjoy them, but I get it. It's an aesthetic that you feel or don't feel. I personally really like them, But I know enough people that are like, But for me, that's the same with like war games that take place in World War II. I don't really appreciate those as much anymore.
Yeah.
A crazy body animal, don't you know?
Party Animals, that's a game that's already out. I put it a little bit on Game Pass, it's fun.
Yeah, well, so I mentioned the Gang Beast similarity. That's what I thought originally. I thought it was Gang Beast 2 when it was announced.
No. Party Animals is already a game that's been out like a year.
Yeah, I know.
So we wanted to take this time to dispel any of these completely unfounded rumors and allegations and reassure you that things here at M-Corp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at M-Corp loves this town. We think this town rules. Why would we hurt a town that rules? I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. That makes me sick. That makes my whole family sick to their stomachs. My wife hasn't been on the toilet for weeks because of what you're saying about what M-Corp's doing to this town, all those lies. Everyone at M-Corp is really good.
So M-Corp, isn't that the skate thing?
All right, this is business. Look around, pal. This
I'm
is how
just
businesses are run.
really
and you should have known
confused.
that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues, come on, pal.
And it seems like I'm not alone, I'm looking at the chat.
That's not about this. That's a father and son. That's actually a home issue. We love it here at M-Corp, and we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time. Fine. Nobody panic.
I thought this was like a Skate tie-in. Like people received M-Corp packages for Skate recently.
The frick?
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest, and now let's head to Sam Vansterdam for a new look at Skate from EA.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, bud? Oh, crap. Some really bad stuff's happening out there. They're gonna need a lot of help cleaning that up. That's bad.
This was all for Skate?
Still working on it. Yeah. So like I said.
When is the last time we heard about them still making a new Skate? That was a long time ago now.
Yeah, they kind of announced it early, so it's good to see it.
Playtesting coming this fall. Huh.
I knew there was always more into Tony Hawk.
Guy
Very
says that was the
exciting
longest
people will
build up for a
finally be
game.
able to play
For a game
Skate
that
on
lasted a
console
minute
in
of
the near
footage.
future. Our next world premiere
But
is
yeah,
an indie
absolutely.
sensation from Japan that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide. That's right, I'm talking about Palworld. I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy. It's Summer Game Fest. Now, here is the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
It threw me off when they say indie. I don't think a Palworld is indie.
I mean, it's an independent studio.
Yeah.
I wasn't the game already for a long time already for it, like fully released. I mean, they now just started adding new content to it, which that's fair enough. Xbox dedicated service is interesting. I mean, to be honest, I still need to. I see some people who like really into it in the chat. I honestly have not given this a go, so I couldn't tell you if it's any good or not.
Yeah.
Fair enough, does Donnie. As long as you enjoy it, that's what matters, right? As long as you enjoy the games that you play.
Yeah.
That was high on the Steam charts. Congrats to Palworld on the new update. Next up, we've got a big announcement from Valorant. Here's Andy Ho and Anar Gilfison from the Valorant dev team. Guys.
Thanks, Jeff. Hey, everyone. Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve players in their pursuit of what we call the Valorant moment. The big plays and clutches you make while all eyes are on you.
Millions of players all over the world have earned their own Valorant moments on PC. And today, the stage is set to welcome a whole new group of players. Let's take a look.
Hey, Riot Games, what happened to all those original games of Riot Forge? Oh wait, Riot Forge doesn't exist anymore.
They stopped their indie publishing initiative?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
They let all the Riot Forge people also go that worked on it.
I guess everyone goes through tough times.
Yeah.
Jack, I thought they were going to say, Dub, we can get Left 4 Dead 3 already.
Zach, they're not gonna make anything with a free at the end. The moment it happens, then we know we are at the end times.
Yeah.
Animals is mad, CS2 is better. Okay. It's like, just kidding, a game you will not buy. I would buy it. I mean, if you talk about Half-Life Alyx, I enjoyed that.
Half-Life Alyx is probably the best first-person shooter I've played in the last few years, other than finally going back to Titanfall 2. But that was a single player. Given this.
Oh, Valorant's coming to consoles.
That makes sense.
Imagine if the final announcement was Portal.
That was
Portal
Valorant's core tactical gameplay.
Could you imagine?
Everything you just saw was captured on console and with a controller. Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S this year. Our limited beta starts June 14th, and you can sign up right now at beta.playvalorant.com.
Valve was working on their own hero shooter recently.
We are so excited for your input to make sure that Valorant plays great on console. And we hope to see you soon.
A hero shooter that was not Team Fortress 2.
But before we go, here's the head of Valorant Studio, Anna Donlin.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. One of my favorite things about Valorant has been seeing the community build the game and the sport right along with us. For the last 4 years, we have been on the most amazing journey, bringing Valorant to players all around the world, most recently to China, where I'm currently at Valorant Masters, one of our
saying it's not coming to Nintendo 3DS. Why?
Seeing the community evolve as new players bring their passion
we're getting to the
and
final
expression
stretch.
to Valorant has been the biggest joy of the ride so far. And now we are ready and so excited to welcome a whole new group of players
the chat has been
onto
on
new
fire
platforms.
tonight with their
We hope you'll join us, and we can't wait to see
joke
where you take
responses.
us
I love it.
next.
Yeah.
So we just friends, I take no offense. Wanna know what's next? I can't like that, kinda depends. And if you say it one more time for me, I know you love me best. I love you too. Why don't we play it again? Why don't we play it again?
As somebody who plays Valorant is a little too much Valorant for my taste.
Wow,
fair enough.
saying
Yeah,
something for a Valorant player.
To me, I like my opinion is if I don't have an opinion, I will not knock somebody who enjoys something.
Yeah. Well, on paper, Valorant is like a type of game that I think I would like to play it. My younger self would have enjoyed Valorant.
For sure, yeah.
Basically, like, I used to love Unreal Tournament, any sort of sci-fi-ish, or futuristic first-person shooter, so.
Exciting to have Riot on console with Valorant. Thanks to the team at Riot for sharing that with us here at SGF. Our next announcement is a big deal from our friends at DoorDash. 5 weeks of deals with Summer of Dash Pass. Sign up for Dash Pass now
it's not tied
for
in with
$0
Final Fantasy. I'm
delivery fees
disappointed.
and get 50% off your next DoorDash order. Now here in the audience, we've got a guy who is normally co-streaming our shows, Yang Ya, who is also an amazing voice actor, who's been in countless games such as Like a Dragon and God of War Ragnarok. Well, next week, Yang is going to be voicing a character in a movie, Inside Out 2, where he plays a fictional video game character, Lance Slashblade.
Okay, here's the
and we've got
big
your
movie
exclusive
stretch.
first look. Check this out.
Welcome to your
Finally, there's a
eternal
movie in this video game presentation.
Slashblade? But he's a video game character. Why is he here?
Yeah, I always thought Riley had a secret crush on him. I never saw the appeal.
I long to be a hero, but darkness haunts my past.
I'm in 100%.
We were all banished here, deemed unfit, worthless.
Don't you dare say that! You do not deserve to be thrown away! 1 second, Lance. Don't you remember his power move? I'm coming for you, Riley! Oh, yeah? Watch this!
Yeah, we only have maybe 10 minutes left here.
No one is totally worthless.
But I am a warrior cursed with a feeble attack.
Then you must make your curse your gift.
Shield yourself, my friends, for I shall set you all free!
Hey, it's coming out next week, huh?
The #1 gaming monitor brand in the US, Samsung, just released new 2024 monitors for gaming, work, and entertainment. Scan the QR code now
That's
to
a
get
weird,
up to $300
cut to a Samsung
credit.
TV ad.
Purchase through June 17th,
monitor ad.
plus a chance to win $5,000
Oh,
Samsung credit for
no.
US residents.
Summer Game Fest 2024!
No.
Look at all of you cooped up watching video game announcements. And yes,
You gotta fit in a few
Chicken
more
does
ads
look a lot
just
like
for the
Ken
end.
Jeong. And today, Chicken
No.
is excited to share a new game that Chicken and Chicken's buddies are in called Squad Busters. You fight monsters, collect lots of shiny things, and Chicken has a big role. That's all that matters.
Trying to get us to
and
chicken
here
out.
is our big ad. Squad up.
Of course, the Supercell ad.
Yeah, they probably have lots of money.
What's going on? Who are you?
Look at
Isn't Supercell the people from like Clash of
chicken.
Clans?
Exactly.
We're here to make your life more fun.
So that character
I
knows
drank right out of the carton.
I don't think you know the definition of fun.
Come on, get up. I am butt naked from the waist down, so...
Get out of the f***ing bed, dude.
Get out of the bed.
Tell me about yourself. I think I'm an excellent candidate for the job.
Wait, is that
because
Hemsworth?
Swordplay, tell me about your swordplay.
He is a bridge.
He's one of
Or
the most
is this the
equitable
Hemsworth
people I've ever
lookalike?
met.
Oh, it's the Hemsworth
Also,
lookalike.
I've
Yeah,
pillaged a
okay.
few villages. I'm not a lawyer. Okay? I'm just a
I
lumberjack.
don't think you're qualified to be an accountant, so... Which is why you'll have the job.
Congratulations.
What's the parking like?
There's more where that came from.
Oh, I hope not. Guys, maybe everything isn't a squad activity.
You can definitely.
Just relax your bowels.
Can we just all stay wrap it up in the chat so it will go over sooner?
Well, we get Day of the Devs pretty soon. We'll watch a bit of that.
This time I'm
Sure.
mistaken. Foreheading you a hardware breaking. I've been wrong. I've been down.
I would say
Look at these clowns.
the show, like, you missed that middle lull. It's kind of having a lull at the end here. Like, the first half was more geared toward what I like.
Jinx. No, you Jinx. You supposed to be a lumberjack? Hey, you wouldn't happen to
Want to go chop some trees, would you?
I'd be delighted.
I think our job here is done.
Where are you going? You can't leave.
Aye. We ain't never leaving you. Goodbye.
Why?
That came from inside me.
It's a very long ad.
You want me to shut the door, or?
What?
I wonder if that game's been tested in different countries already.
All right, please join me in welcoming to the SGF stage Monster Hunter series producer, Mr. Ryozo Tujimoto! Ryozo-san!
Wow, somebody was predicting it at the end of it.
今日はですね、モンスターハンターワイルズの、最新の映像を持ってまいりました。今回ですね、はですね、後半にですね、完全新規で、今回初お披露目の大型のモンスターも出てきてますので、そちらも注目していただけたらと思います。
Thank you, Jeff. Hello, everyone. We've prepared a very special trailer today for Summer Game Fest. I want everyone to be on the lookout for a very mysterious large monster near the end of the trailer, as it's an important monster within the game.
はい、本作ではですね、没入感とアクション、こちらの融合を目指して開発を進めております。モンスターハンターワイルズは2025年にプレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズ XS、そして PC で同時発売となります。また今回はですね、プラットフォームの垣根を越えて一緒に遊ぶことができますので、そちらも楽しんでいただけたらと思っています。
Because they already mentioned a new monster, which that trailer didn't end with that way, so I know for sure this is already a new thing.
I hope players look forward to playing with their friends across different platforms when the game launches simultaneously in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
はい、最後になりますが、8月に行われるゲームズコンのオープニングナイトライブ、こちらの方でも新しい映像を持っていきますので、皆さん楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。またですね、ゲームズコンではですね、初のプレイアブルのできるような形で出展も考えておりますので、そちらもぜひ楽しみにしていただけたらと思っています。
Lastly, there will be a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds at Opening Night Live at Gamescom in August. And our first public hands-on.
Well, it looks like I have to go to Gamescom anyway.
At Gamescom. Thank you.
Because I want to play a bit of Wilds.
Yeah.
Well, we need to start arranging that right now then. I will go to Gamescom. We speak to Capcom, right? I will go. I would have not gone to Gamescom, but now I know that Wilds is there. That's what changed everything for me.
Yeah. Sometimes game shows I find it nice to.
What's Gamescom? That's one of two big conventions left in the world now that E3 is gone.
Yep.
It's the one in Germany in August.
You got it. Be careful.
Make it to the rocks, we may lose them. As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
Oh, that looks tasty. Oh, yes.
Don't worry, the hunter is here. Just watch. You'll see what hunting is all about.
What do you think, Don?
I'm very, very happy.
You happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryosa-san. We will see you at Gamescom
It
in
looked
August.
like
now,
very
during last year's PlayStation
crisp in its
Showcase, the
movement,
game
which I
Phantom
expect
Blade
after
Zero
Rise
from
and
S-Game
World.
wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well, I'm honored to share with you the brand new trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay. Here's our final game of the show, Phantom Blade Zero.
Wow, they went for the full 2 hours. Final game.
Yeah.
How many days do I have left? 42 or 41?
The face of this is here!
Don't go up there.
Rip that horse.
Turn back before it's too late.
Yeah, I was not saying much during the months of the trailer because I was more so taking in the details of the movement and stuff, because the last trailer, which was I think like roughly a week ago, focused a lot more on like the slicing, new slicing attacks and animations of that stuff, and this focused a lot more on story bits and monsters. Well, story has never been important in like Monster Hunter, but I wanted to see like one of the decade monster stuff, and it looks neat. And this looks neat too. Even though I know less about it.
Well, it reminds me of the age like when we get a lot of stories like more indie games like this.
Oh, they're gonna do a hands-on for Phantom Blade.
Yeah.
That looks so good.
Never heard of
Full
that
demo
studio,
that media will be playing this weekend, so you'll hear much
No.
more about that. And that's going to do it for our Summer Game Fest live show. Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff. I had such an amazing time. Happy Summer Game Fest, everyone.
Thanks, Joy. And we have so much more, so stay tuned, because Day of the Devs is coming up live right now on the stream, featuring an hour of indie game reveals, including the next game from Cappy, and that's followed by Devolver Direct. Now, keep checking SummerGameFest.com for other event streams this weekend, and we'll see you again live this August 20th in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, Day of the Devs starts right now.
I realized, yeah, I mean, he set expectations, to be honest.
That beat your expectations?
I mean, the expectations are like, oh, let's put it a bit lower.
Yeah.
It's a bit low.
That was over now, but we'll watch a bit of Day of the Devs, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I don't want to be on stage so on screen now. Have you seen that yet, though?
Yes, I've seen that. It looks crazy. Starts in a minute, wow. I enjoyed the show, but outside of like Monster Hunter, there was not really for me like an oh my goodness moment. But I enjoyed most of the games that were there. Yeah, more so than other years for sure.
Well, there's like some of the indie games that are on there.
Yeah. Also look forward to the Power Rangers game. Looks neat.
Well, Power Rangers game's a lot like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, and thank you, Chad. I turned it down a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, we watch a little bit of the Day of the Devs, and if it's not vibing, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I have to do the whole thing from the top.
Oh my god, it's Tim Schafer. Who could have
Hi,
known?
everybody, and welcome to the Day of the Dead portion of the show. Day of the Dead is a nonprofit organization whose team of volunteer
But it is
curators
interesting how it's
scours the
nonprofit
globe for the best in video games for you to enjoy, with a focus on indie developers who are lovely, and you'll get to meet them today as well as enjoy their games. And there's nothing
What's
else
the
to worry
Day of
about.
the
So
Dead?
just sit
Like,
back and relax
it's a
and
showcase
enjoy
for
Day of the Dead,
indies.
Summer Games Fest edition.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a prop.
And they often usually have a booth.
We love
at the
Cappy
event
Games
to
at
play
Day of the
them, too.
Devs. They've been making
Yes.
incredible games for 20 years up in Toronto. You might know them for games like Below or Super Brother Sword and Sorcery. Or maybe you know their incredible puzzle games like Grindstone and Might and Magic Clash of Heroes.
Showing the Cappy game right
Well, if
away.
you're in the
great.
latter, we're very excited to announce their next great puzzle game.
Hi, I'm
Not
Eileen
that sort
from
of
Cappy
Cappy
Games.
from Mario
And
Odyssey.
I'm Dan,
No.
Cappy's creative director.
Cappy
We're
Barrett.
so thrilled today to be able to give you a first look at what we've been up to at the studio since releasing Grindstone. Introducing
Wait, what?
Battle Vision Network.
So this seems like...
It's still like Grindstone.
This feels like Grindstone, but competitive.
Yeah, you're right. The two halves.
Also, the name is sort of a play
EDM
on
uses
Mega Man Battle
cozy,
Network, I feel.
color-matching puzzle gameplay with deep turn-based tactics to test players in fast-paced online battles.
Yeah, it's a literally 1v1 battle game.
It's a 1v1 puzzle battle in the galaxy's most
So I feel
watched
that.
sport.
So what I'm seeing is that the character you choose is with your components already on the field.
Television Network is a spiritual successor. to
Oh,
one of
it's like
Capcom's
Might and
most
Magic Clash
beloved
of Heroes.
classic
That's
games,
so
Might and
that
Magic
game
Clash of Heroes.
was published by the
BDM
Ubisoft,
reimagines
but they
Clash of Heroes
republished it
puzzle
now. It's
combat
also
designed
available
to
on
center
Switch.
an element that we
That's
at
good
Cappy
memory.
felt was one of its most interesting facets: multiplayer.
Over several rounds, take turns launching attacks by creating color-matched formations with your units. Vertical matches create attackers. Horizontal
Oh, I love
matches
the art
create
style here.
defenders.
The
I do,
rapid-fire
too.
matches last a couple of minutes.
I also like
isn't just about
Capybara.
dominating matches.
That Cappy Games makes also
BDM
really good
teams
music, so
spend
I
a
just
season
look forward to
vying
the
for the title
soundtrack.
of champion.
Yeah.
The player community ultimately decides which team takes the crown.
Choose between multiple teams, bursting with personality and characters, each with its own playstyle and home arena.
Win a match with the Ragtags team, that win shapes the stats, outcome, and narrative events of the season for everyone.
Gameplay is simple enough to jump into, but as you rise in the ranks, you'll unlock new units, each with game-changing abilities, and discover endless new tactics and strategies. Charismatic captains front each team. Captains run the playfield with big personalities and outsized power in the form of tide-turning special abilities.
This is like the Nintendo formula of showing the game and explaining
When
it
building
after.
the wild world of BVN, we
Yeah.
weren't just influenced by our own game, Clash of Heroes. We're also inspired by the theatricality and spectacle
He has
of
a
Europe.
Nick Cage postcard.
Cappy's art
on
teams
his,
outdone themselves with a fantastic
wall.
roster of hand-drawn and hand-animated characters, fashion-forward collectible outfits.
That's
Battlevision
kind of
Network is a
neat, though. I
live,
like the
season-based
vibe of that game.
with new
It's
twists,
very different
new
from
characters,
their previous
fresh
work.
rankings, and narrative surprises
Yeah.
emerging every season.
Also excited to feature a phenomenal soundtrack by our frequent collaborators, the incredible Jim Guthrie and Sam Webster.
There you go, Don.
You'll be able to play BVN on mobile, PC, and console, and we'll be announcing more details soon.
I feel like the audio on the
So
stream
thankful
is
to
kind
David
of
Dev's
cutting
chance
in
to
and out a bit.
introduce.
Yeah, it's kinda
Television
choppy.
Network. I'm grateful to our awesome partners Netflix.
Coming
Wishlist the game to join the
2025.
fun.
Oh, it'd be a free Netflix game.
Our
Probably.
next title comes to us from the Game Bakers.
Yeah, that's the game we saw
small
earlier.
studio in Montpellier, France, who claim to make games the same way they cook food, with a
James
lot of
Bifford
love.
used to be at
Their next dish comes to us piping hot, fresh from the oven. It'll take us to dizzying heights,
Media
which,
Molecule
quite frankly,
from
give me
Sony.
the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
So
Then
hold
went
on
to
tight,
Double Fine.
making its gameplay debut today. This is Cairn.
Nice.
Are we seeing the same trailer again?
I think this has got to be more of an extended look, but it does look the same.
Yeah, I think this is the same trailer, to be honest.
We'll see if they do anything different. I mean, it's good for them to be on the big show.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Hi, I'm Emric from the Game Bakers. Maybe you know us for Fury or Haven. Fury was a hack and slash and Haven an RPG, but both were games about freedom.
The audio is not good.
Live free,
Yeah.
free to love who you want. Today I'm presenting our next game, Karen.
Is there any chance of Plucky Squire
final
appearing
part of
here?
our
I'm not
Freedom Trilogy.
sure about that.
I
It
don't-
seems more something for Devolver.
Yeah, I don't
In
think
Karen,
so.
you play an
Like,
alpinist
I know
who's
this
climbing
game was
deadly
just
mountain.
earlier, but I don't think they do Plucky Squire.
Put your life at risk to reach
so
a
close
summit
to
that nobody
Devolver
reached before.
Showcase.
You are obsessed by this ascent, and you are climbing to free yourself from your own chains. Cairn is what we call a
Oh,
survival
actually see the
climber.
UI.
You have to climb, but also survive in the mountain.
Yeah, there we go.
The climbing is very realistic. You can climb absolutely everywhere as long as you manage to keep your balance and stamina. If you are careless, you fall.
I love the legs being shaky. That will add to the stress.
Falling,
I'm not
trying
sure
again the
I
same
want to.
routes or a completely different
I want
route.
to play this.
Trying over and
this
over.
really stresses me out looking at it.
To make it, you have to push yourself to go beyond your limits.
Like, I'm not joking. It really stresses me out looking
I
at
know.
it.
Each wall to climb feels like an opponent.
Yeah.
Almost like a boss fight. Even though you can climb free solo, alpinism has a natural checkpoint device, pitons. But you have a limited amount, and using them at the right time is key.
Like seeing it earlier where they show the map. of the
Eventually,
wall, like everywhere
reaching
you
the
tried,
top of the wall
that's-
is extremely satisfying. It's freeing.
Looks like it might be a dope VR game. Well, it's not.
Yeah. No.
Thanks for watching, and wishlist the game to stay tuned.
A two-person team in Canada has been developing this next game in absolute secrecy over the last 3 years.
What two
And as a
Canadians?
fellow Canadian, I call dibs on introducing it. You may also recognize one of the developers' voices from their wildly popular YouTube channel. From Nanopark Studios and I Am 8-Bit Presents, prepare yourself for... wait for it.
From a Canadian YouTuber. I wonder which one.
What's also stressing me out is that the audio is still kind of choppy.
Yeah, are you resetting on yours and it's still not fixing it?
Hello there,
Hmm?
my name's Brandon.
And I'm Danny, and we are here to
Sure.
show you our game.
Are you like
Shadowrun.
trying to refresh your screen and it's still bad?
I could refresh it. Let me do that.
Shadowrunner is a retro-flavored slice-of-life
Yeah,
RPG where you play as a motorcycle courier
it's
that
better.
delivers pets to
Is it
people
better?
in a city
Okay,
called
I'll,
Sapphire
No, not
Valley.
really. No, it's really. No, it's not.
In Sapphire
Okay, I
Valley,
won't
the
reset
company
that.
Hannah Pets
Yeah.
has developed new devices called leap cells to power their newest generation of digital pets by using an unexpected fuel source: flowers.
I do like the
Leap cells
Game
are
Boy
delivered
aesthetic
and
for this
installed
game.
by specialized couriers known as
Yeah.
pedal runners.
Seems cute.
As a pedal runner, this installation involves planting the cell and calibrating it by performing a sequence of quick and varied mini-games. Once that calibration is complete, the new Hannah pet begins to form.
Isn't it?
Thank you.
You play as Callie, who's a new recruit in the pedal runner program. So, being new in town and with a bit of a shy personality,
We did get a
Callie
bunch
does
of
encounter
Mega
a
Man
few
games, and
challenges
it's-
along the way.
and so I saw
from the
that,
difficulty
Amy.
of dealing with customers or talking to people
I
in
need
general,
to-
to their rivalry with a fellow recruit.
I played those back in the day. I wanted to see if they hold up for me,
Fortunately,
which
Callie is
likely
joined
the
by their
answer will
pet
be
companion,
no.
Kira.
It will be
Kira
fun
is
to
unique
check
in that
out.
He's an older type
they
of
were
Hannah
new
Pets,
for me. I
which
only
is a
had
simpler
the,
and now
NES
obsolete
versions.
handheld model.
Mm,
with
okay.
validated tech, Kira has some quirks, like his battery isn't always reliable. But he's way more outgoing than Callie, and so he's great to have around when meeting new people. He's practically indispensable. The Pedal Runner program will take Callie and Kira through the 4 unique districts of Sapphire Valley. Along the way, mysterious occurrences will begin to surface, and we will encounter individuals who think
I
that
tried
there
it
may
one
be
time,
more
million
to
times,
uncover
that's fair.
about the new Hannah Pets
Yeah.
sensation.
That's what I was doing yesterday. Now you can rewind. It's like a slightly more detailed Pokemon here.
So, it's got motorcycles, robots, there's flowers, there's pets.
Oh,
we tried
like
to
the
really
way
give
the
story some
animations
heart
is
to
formed
it,
is
and we
way
just hope you have fun playing.
And
is
thanks for
way
checking out
better
Pedal Runner.
than a Game Boy game. So I do think it's a bit more modern in that sense.
Well, yeah, always. More modern than my memory.
Developed in Shanghai by
Looks
Palworld
neat.
Studio, our next game is a dystopian thriller that's as every bit Orwellian as it is Lynchian. It's a tale of temporal technologies, unimaginable body horrors, and psychedelic nightmares. This is Karma: The Dark World.
Okay, this looks scarier than the previous stuff.
Oh, you were ahead of me.
我是卡玛的 Dark World 的创意总监王克。
at the
我们
director
团队
introducing
院工作
himself.
室
Where
来
are
自
you
于
now?
中国上海。团队的目
I
标
see
是
the
带给
director
全
only
球
now.
玩家有趣且有
Not
深度的
huge
叙事驱动类游戏。很荣幸
That's
借此
still
机
a
会向各
big
位玩家
portion
展
of
示
a
由
few
才华
seconds.
横溢的月壤团队所制作的第一款游戏《卡玛 The Dark World》。
I think if you stop for 2 seconds, we're likely even again. But
Okay, right after the trailer's done, I'll sync up.
yeah.
这是一款第一人称叙事驱动类的心理恐怖游戏，玩家将扮演利维坦思想局的任务干员丹尼尔，他的主要任务目的是潜入嫌疑人的大脑
Psychological
并
horror.
调查事件的真相。玩家将在两个
Yeah,
不同的
this
世界
game-
中进行冒险，去体验完全不同的情绪和故事。一个是在反乌托邦的现实世
It's like a
界，
challenge if
你
it's
将了解
daylight
到
and
扭
scary.
曲、压抑、毫无人性的社会观。
This is your final chance. Please tell us your decision.
另一个是用记忆所构建的脑中世界，你将看见诡异恐怖的画面，但却包含了令人痛心的真相。
Those
在这个
done
游戏中，
games, that's a
作
good
为
idea
探
to try
员，
at
你
one
需要
point.
坚
I
守
think
遗嘱，
we have
效
in
忠
the
这座
past
城
when
市
we
的
tried
掌控
watching
者
through Discord.
利维坦公司。但直到有一天，你发现正在调查的案件发生了翻天覆地的变化，你冰冷的心从此开始逐渐融化。
What have I done?
这就是《卡玛的 Dark World》，一个你从没有体验过、带有浓厚电影风格的反乌托邦游戏。如果你想要了解更多关于这个故事的最后的真相，请访问我们的网站 karmadarkworld.com， 我们会第一时间告知你试玩的 demo 相关时间。最后，请大家享受预告片。
PT, yeah. It's sometimes better if you have like almost nothing going on, because then the horror of like what will happen.
This isn't real. This can't be real.
Yeah, I think that's the most terrifying one today so far.
Yeah. But yeah, free to stop it whenever, because you're still like a second or so ahead of me, like lately 2 seconds.
How do you follow
There you
up
go,
making
Don.
2 of the best indie
Cool,
games
thanks.
of all time?
It's Greg Rice
Make
now.
50 more.
Yes.
That's what's happening with UFO 50. This is from the team
Yes,
at
UFO
Mossmouth,
50
who
finally.
made Spelunky and Spelunky 2.
I played this
It's as
years
if
ago
you
at
took
PAX
the
West.
modern design sensibilities of today and went back in time.
Oh, this
and
is
made
the game
entire
from the
console
Spelunky people.
worth of retro
Yeah,
games.
but there's
It's
50.
coming so soon.
I hope the walrus
Hi, I'm
battles
Derek.
are still in it.
I'm John, and we're part of the team of
What?
indie developers working on
Like the
UFO
download
50,
developers in
a
it,
collection
it's
of
tons.
50 games. You heard that correctly. That's 50 brand new games.
Took them 8 years, but they also had to pause for Spunky 2.
Oh yeah, the fake collection from the NES.
Yeah, like a fake company. Like what would happen if they
Like an
made
extra
it?
52, but actually made good.
Yeah. So like you get to see, they envision what it would be like
First and
over
foremost,
the course
these
of
are
a
not
console.
mini games. Some of the games
Ah.
are smaller, like arcade-style games.
Kind of like, you know, the difference between Mario 1 and Mario 3.
Others are quite
For sure,
large,
for sure.
with expansive worlds to explore. But
Oh, this
every
is
single
naughty.
game is a complete experience from its opening title screen to its ending credits.
There's a story that connects all these games too. We invented a fictional company called UFO Soft that developed these games for a fictional 80s game console. This company's history spans from 1982 to 1990, and the games get more technically advanced as the years go on.
I really hope this
As
comes
you
out soon.
explore the
This is something I
timeline,
really want to
you'll
play.
find that some games have sequels
I think we'll get a release date here.
or recurring characters.
We also thought about the limitations of the hardware. We devised a strict 32 color palette as well as audio restrictions
to make you feel like you're in the world of UFO 50, no matter which game you're playing.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
The one area where we didn't limit ourselves is in the game's designs. We were happy to build on modern game design and genres, and we strived to make sure that each game felt like a unique experience. Our goal isn't just to remind you of a bygone era, it's also to provide 50 fresh experiences. We like to think that UFO Soft was a company that was ahead of its time.
All of the games are unlocked from the start, so you can explore the collection in your own way.
Yeah.
Every game's not going to be everyone's favorite, but figuring out which games you like is part of the fun. With so much variety, you're sure to find something to get lost in, whether you prefer fast-paced action games or thinky strategy games.
And we all have fond memories of going to a friend's
Such a cool
house
idea
and
for
browsing their
a game.
Well, so ambitious. It was funny reading an article about it. They were thinking of 25 games at first, but they went, no, that's not enough. Like,
multiplayer.
it's not complete if we don't do 50.
Or versus.
Well, there's like a Kunio-kun type game.
Needless to say, UFO 50 has been in development for a long time. But today, we're very excited to finally announce a release date.
That's right. UFO 50 is coming to Steam on September 18th.
All right. Not too far off.
I was hoping for sooner.
I know. I was hoping it'd be like a summer game.
This will be such a good summer game.
Find our Steam page and wishlist the game.
They probably
so
tried.
You can be notified when it comes out.
The developer of this next game should
Oh,
be
we
a
definitely
pretty
need to
familiar
take a look
face,
at this
so it should be
when it
no
comes closer.
surprise what they've cooked up. But nevertheless, it's still a world premiere. So take it away,
Do you know what it is?
Needs to be a Switch game? Yes, there needs to be a Switch game, Marks. Absolutely. I would play this on Switch. The heck out of it.
Yeah, I hope UFO 50 makes it to Switch.
Sorry, what's this?
I don't think they announced the name yet. It's a little, looks a little different than what...
It looks very Cozy Grove, but it looks like a different game, so that might be from the same developer.
Yeah. So you think the art style is the same as Cozy Grove?
Very similar.
Don't start feels. I was thinking Clay first. No, you called it. You called it, Don.
Oh, Ghost Grove Camp Spirit.
Hi everyone.
Exclusive to the Netflix.
Well, it's nice they haven't just dropped
I'm Jamie
it yet.
Antonise, lead narrative designer of Cozy Grove Camp Spirit.
We hope you enjoyed the worldwide premiere of Cozy Grove Camp Spirit. We're really grateful to be a part of Day of the Devs alongside so many creative and inspiring developers. We started Sprite Fox 14 years ago with the goal of making the world.
So it's mobile only? It seems like
this is
it,
the first
yeah.
game we're launching since we became part of Netflix.
Which is a bummer.
It's
I
allowed us
played
to focus
Cozy Grove a
all
lot
of our
on
energies
Switch.
on making this game as delightful and meaningful as possible.
Well, give it
And
time.
bringing
Oh, they
all
became
Netflix
part of
users without
Netflix.
any
What?
advertisements or in-app purchases of any kind.
Crazy.
We feel really lucky.
As you just saw, Cozy Grove
Yeah.
Camp Spirit takes place on a haunted island where you'll assist an unusual assortment of troubled but insanely cute
So they
ghostly
just got
figures.
bought by
Each bear
Netflix.
has a
That's
unique
insane.
personality and backstory
I
that
guess if you
unfolds
get
through your interactions
a
with them.
safe ticket
It's a
for a long
spooky
time, it
but
makes
heartwarming
sense.
life sim game.
Yeah.
Where your small daily acts of kindness advance the story.
We want Cozy Grove Camp Spirit to be a game that you can come back to at your own pace for months, if not years to come. We want it to be a game that brings you joy and relaxation whenever you need it most. And hopefully, it'll be a game with a story that sticks with you forever.
So they want it to be more Animal Crossing-like than Cozy Grove.
Camp Spirit is launching soon, so pre-register now on your mobile app store to be the first Spirit Scout on the island. We'll see you there.
Are you a dog lover?
then you'll be super into our next title. Hell, I'm more into cats, but this game is just so cute
Yes.
that I can't help but be into it.
Yeah.
Enjoy this teaser from Studio Tolima and publisher
admitted
Don't
who
Nod, featuring
might
a
not be a
puppy
dog
and their
lover.
person.
Hey, hello everyone. My name is Ben. I'm the founder and creative director at Studio Tolima. We're a small indie studio based in Brussels, Belgium, and we are working on our first title, Koira.
I saw this game teased a little earlier. I love the cute little cartoon dog in this one.
Koira is a narrative game where you wake up in a snowy forest and encounter a small puppy who got trapped. You set him free, and together you go on a beautiful adventure and set out to reach Koira's house. This
There's
relationship is really at the heart of our game. In Koira, you go through a musical forest, filled with sounds to discover and interact with. For example, each character and animal in the forest is voiced by a different instrument. And you can use their voice to interact with the world, to activate ancient statues,
that's a neat
to
idea
speak
for
to whimsical
sound effects.
animals, and to earn the trust of the puppy.
Yeah.
To progress through the story, you can also manipulate items and use your new companion's unique abilities. With these, you can solve puzzles, but you can also just play together. For example, by playing fetch, building snowmen, or my personal favorite, playing hide and seek. As they journey through the winter
That's
wonderland,
cute.
they
Yeah.
encounter obstacles, they share laughs, and they save other woodland creatures. But if winter is magical, it's also dangerous. And they are not alone in this forest. Mysterious hunters are lurking around and following them. Our goal with Koira is to create a universal tale which focuses on the emotional journey. We want to create a game that is as immersive and intuitive as possible. It's a game without any text nor dialogue. The whole story is brought to life through expressive hand-drawn art, frame-by-frame animation, and a beautiful original soundtrack. Let yourself be carried away by the magical and serene atmosphere of the forest. Contemplate and play at your own pace.
Extremely sweet looking.
We
there.
can't wait to share more with you. So if you'd like to be one of the first one to hear about what we're up to and our upcoming demo, please head over to our Steam page to wishlist the game. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you.
That's a nice Vista to end on.
I love a good
Yes.
puzzle game, especially one
Demo,
with a
summer
really elegant
2024. Give
design
me
that
the demo
evolves as you play.
now.
Better yet, if it's got a beautiful art style or a captivating narrative to pull you through. Well, this game has all of that. This is Arranger
Nice the
from
audio
indie
improved.
supergroup Furniture and Mattress.
Yes.
Okay,
Hola,
this is
soy Nico
Arranger.
Recabarren de Mendoza, Argentina. Hace un tiempo hice un juego de puzzles multipremiado llamado Ethereal, junto con Tommy Batista. Desde entonces hemos estado trabajando muy duro en una aventura mucho más ambiciosa, junto con nuevos amigos, David Hellman, cuyo arte expresivo seguramente recuerdes por Brave, y Nick Sander, que con su humor y creatividad probablemente te ha hecho soltar más de una risa con Carto. Con nuestra visión creativa compartida queremos traerles algo que se sienta fresco y ligero. Ojalá les guste este nuevo vistazo a Arranger, a Role Puzzling Adventure.
So this was in the indie world, I believe, or was in some recent.
No, it was in the partner showcase.
Yeah.
In
there we go.
Arranger, you play as Gemma, a slightly chaotic young woman who's looking to venture out beyond the overly cozy confines of her hometown. Always been a bit of a misfit.
Which was interesting that it was in the
By
partner
strange
showcase.
way that she moves through the world. As she moves,
Must have
objects
just
on
been
the
the
same
timing.
row or column move
Yes.
with her. And if she gets to the edge of the gameplay grid, she loops around to the other side.
That's such an fun idea for a game, really.
Well, yeah, coming off Carto.
We
it's
use this core set of
a little like
mechanics
that.
in a wide variety of interesting ways throughout the adventure. Never hesitating on any one idea for too long, to keep things feeling breezy, playful, and respectful of your time. The
That's
entire
good.
game world exists on a sprawling, interconnected grid, on which you'll find towns full of lovable weirdos to chat with and advance the story. Wilderness spaces to navigate, full of options.
This line mechanic reminds me of Baba Is You. It does in a weird way. It's not necessarily connected because Baba Is You at its core is more about the words that you combine.
Yeah.
And this seems more. This seems far more object based. But I get what you're coming from. Absolutely.
Or through. told through expressive comic-style cutscenes. We follow Gemma on her journey of self-discovery. Heading out beyond the walls of her town, she soon discovers a beautiful, inspiring world. But also one ruled by fear and a strange, immovable force.
You totally see the
static.
braid art style.
Yes.
Can she disrupt a culture of
But
stagnation?
Trish had to make videos on Sonic
find a
and
place to fit
X-Shadow
into it?
Generations.
Find out in a new type of role puzzling game when a Ranger launches on July
Which is very
25th.
important.
There's never been a bigger
Oh,
red
July
herring than the
25th.
developer name Cozy
That's very
Game
soon.
Pals, because their idea
That's
of
next
cozy
month.
is a little twisted. Here's your world premiere first look at the very first release.
Oh, here's
from
Cozy Game
Blumhouse
Pals
Games.
again. Amy? Are you okay? Do you see anyone? Nah, it's
So
totally empty.
we're getting more of this.
I hope the board looks as creepy as I imagine. Let's go. With hands entwined and hearts aligned, we
Also
seek
that
the realm of the
unsettling
undefined.
PlayStation 1 kind of texture jumping.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you. Amy! Oh, I've got to get out of here. Where did you go?
Yes, you do.
Hello?
It's funny, like, I guess tools make it easier for smaller teams to make games like this too, but also
Viv.
just the loop of people
Yeah.
growing up playing these types of
I'll
games
save
and now
you,
they're making
no
them.
matter what.
I'm sure.
Don't worry, Viv. Everything is going to be spectacular. I'm happy here. So
I don't trust that.
She said spectacular, she didn't say
this next
fine.
game appeared on the interwebs.
I don't trust that at all.
It mystified us. It seems like a novelty at first, but then you realize just how profound its mechanics and rendering engine are. From Crescent Moon Games and Those Dang Games, this is Screenbound, a game.
So
Hey
this
guys,
is the
it's Josh
2D,
Precising,
3D
and I'm the game
platformer.
director of Screenbound. Today we'll be talking with Kyle McKeever, who's the game developer. We'll be talking about the game's mechanics, how it started, and how it's going.
Is this Day of the
Hi,
Dead?
my name
Yes, it
is
is.
Peter, and I am the developer of Screenbound. And Josh, you and I have been working together
Screenbound!
on Screenbound for a couple months now. Do you want to talk about the idea of how Screenbound came to be?
So I was watching a video of someone playing a Game Boy, and I don't know why it came to mind exactly, but just seeing the image of someone holding a device in their hand with an environment in the background and something happening on the screen made me think, how could you link this all together into
Yeah,
a game
being
where
combining
you're playing on
3D
the
with
screen
2D looks
and you've
so
got a 3D
intriguing.
environment.
I'm just
and
trying
they're
to
both
figure out how it
linked.
works around corners.
It
like, it's
started
like
with the
Fez.
little prototype of just a character
Mm.
holding the device, having an endless running motion and jumping at the same time as seeing it in 2D and 3D.
And then the other part of it was the controls from the prototype. They weren't set in place.
I think we were having this problem where you're exploring this world, but only facing forward, and you can move side to side, but you're
Holy
only
snap, so if you
looking
go into
in
a
front of
door, you just also
So at
move in the
first we're
3D
like, okay, let's-
environment, but
maybe
not
we can just do a
from the
180
door.
so
That's
you can at least go backwards, because
yeah.
people are constantly moving forward in 3D space.
Mind
So we
bent-
tried that.
mind-
That felt a
mindless,
little
ah.
weird. And then at that point, I was like, you know what? Since most of the games out there that people are familiar with are first-person shooter games, why don't we try FPS controls? And then you implemented
okay.
an FPS controller and kept the 2D essentially the same, and for some reason it just miraculously worked. So the device itself that you use in Screenbound is a
So
quantum
basically,
device. How that
more
works
so
in
switch
context
between
of the game is that
either the 3D or the
world
2D
that's presented
at a
on the
whim
screen
where it
is
would
actually
work out for
projecting
the sake of the
an
puzzle.
environment
Yeah.
as a 3D world, which is also how it works in the level editor, because the level editor is 2D.
Surprising how it just
and
works.
once
You
you
figured there'd
finish
be a
your
lot of
level, or
problems
you're
with
finished working on it,
Mhm.
it actually builds the entire 3D geometry out. And
It's like
creates
listening
a
to
3D
how
world.
Hi-Fi Rush worked. That was not easy.
Both dimensions are equally important, and you have to be paying attention to both to get anywhere in the game because, first of
Oh,
all,
appreciate
the
the level
enemies are in
editor?
2D.
Yeah, me too.
So if you're walking
Yeah.
along in 3D and you're not looking at the screen, you're going to die probably within 5 to 10 seconds.
No, that's
because
interesting.
you're
I
gonna
thought
be
you could
hit
just
by
look
an
at
enemy.
the
You're going to
2D
see some
screen and it's
distortion effect on the
you
screen.
could get
and
by on
that's
that,
where,
but
like, the two
having to do
dimensions
both at
meet,
once make it very
and you're going to
interesting.
get pushed back and
Yeah,
you're going to
for
lose some
sure.
health from your battery bar. But immediately, you're
I
gonna
like to
realize
play
you
between the
can't
two
play
screens
one
very
or the
much,
other
so-
dimension.
Yeah.
You have to be paying attention to both.
When I'm testing and developing, if I lose track of the 2D side, I'm always running into enemies. And that's how you die. The biggest risk in 3D is literally falling.
That explains a bit why the enemies
It's
aren't
pretty
so
clear-cut, though,
visible
because everything
except on the
translates
screen.
fairly one-to-one. If there's like
Mm.
pixelated grass in the 2D world, there's going to be grass in the 3D world. Same with trees.
Yeah, all that stuff crosses over except some of the puzzle elements or some of the things you only see in 2D or you only see in 3D, like the fan.
Love the custom
Yeah,
game
you
was
kind
you
of
seen.
solve
Yeah,
puzzle
they're fun.
elements more so on the 3D side, but then you
This could have
survive
saved the Wii U.
threats by focusing on the 2D side.
Joey has somehow jumped in here.
What
from-
y'all watching?
And we're watching David Evs. Hey, Joey.
We'll talk soon.
I'm trying to tilt my thing sideways. I don't think it's
Oh,
working.
it's okay. We're so
dream job
skinny. You
and
show
adds
up
a heap
okay
of
in the
dread.
thing. But this is
You
Alice
play
says
the
screenbound.
zookeeper tending to animals,
Hello, Alan.
except
Hello,
something
Alan.
is terribly wrong.
Other
Developed by
Joey's
an
here, too.
international team at
Hello there,
Clapperheads,
Joey.
this
Joey,
is
too.
zoocosis.
Enjoy
Yes.
Summer
And I
Games
promise
Fest.
you've never seen giraffes
Thank you.
like
It's
this
all.
before.
The show is all right. If we're talking about that, it was cool being in the audience, though.
Yeah.
They're cute.
Was it being in the audience?
You've all been to the
What's
zoo,
it like being there?
and
It's like I
each
guess
of
it's a bit
you
different
have
during the
your favorite
awards.
animals. But do you
than it
know
is
Oh,
just
it's
watching
fun
it.
hearing the
At night
audience
behind
like react
closed
to
doors?
stuff like
I'm
the Fatal
Valentin
Fury
Shukhin, the
stuff.
lead game
Yeah.
designer of the Zoocosis game.
Yeah, and there was a
I
guy in
invite
the
you
crowd
to
that
become a
during the
nice zookeeper.
Samsung monitor ad that yelled, "Yeah, Samsung," and everyone laughed. I thought it was Alan, but it wasn't.
Did
So I told him to shut up.
Did they have?
Oh,
were
you
they
finally
reading off
awake.
teleprompter
Good.
screens
Get
like in the
up.
back?
It's time to get to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could see me on stream too. I know you could.
We saw you
Yeah,
at one
wearing
point.
pink.
Your shirt's very
Yeah.
long.
Your
Yeah.
your
I
pink
did that
shirt
on
is
purpose.
very viewable.
I did that on purpose, big time.
Yeah, we did see you at one point. We were waiting for a while. It took like 40 minutes until it panned across the audience.
Yeah, and I was like waving, like, "Can I see?" Because I looked at the because you could see everything on the monitors. I'm just like, "Can you see me?" Yes, I wore the right shirt
in
for
the
this.
best traditions of the thriller and horror
All right.
genres.
I will
We
talk
aim
to you all
create
later.
a
I'm gonna
dark
work on
atmosphere
some Sonic
resembling the
Shadow
works of
stuff.
Hans Gruber,
Okay, see you, Joey.
Lovecraft, and Edgar
Take
Allan
care.
Poe.
Bye-bye.
We achieve
Bye.
this through lighting placement, color correction, textures, and environmental props.
This is our mobile
That was fun.
fire station.
Yeah, it's
Here you'll
neat
be
to actually
mixing
have someone there
medication for our
drop in.
animals.
Technology is amazing.
Are they sick? Well, they can be. We need to closely monitor the health of the animals. We have some quite rare specimens.
I've not followed this game properly now, so I'm not sure what we're watching.
Happening to these animals.
Yeah, Joey distracted
Kind of like
us.
reprogramming their
The
biology.
giraffes are sick.
Hey, that not so much. You can't tell from your mouth before we saw what was happening.
And does starting games, no, I don't
giraffe
think that's
head
bad. Like
acting
indie
like
games
a
can take more
large
chances on
anaconda
smaller budgets,
slithering
so
with its
Absolutely,
I'm
yeah.
excited to watch Day of the
Try
Dead as
to
long as I
fight
can. Although I
you.
might have to head out pretty soon, so we might have to wrap up a bit
That's a
early.
bummer. Yeah, that's all right.
But we'll be back for.
The concept of the giraffe set the basis of
Don, help me out. It's
each
a long day.
animal having
What
their own
one will we
unique
watch
design
tomorrow
and
morning
their
again?
mutation.
Yeah, wholesome games.
There
yes,
also
thank you.
will be many endings in the game. Each
I
of
had the
the
word
endings
wonder in my
depends on the choices made by the player during the game.
Wholesome
Playing
Games
out all the
Wonder, the
endings
new
was quite
version of
challenging. We
Wholesome
dedicated
Games,
a
only available on
substantial amount
Nintendo
of time
Switch.
structuring the paths and dialogues into a unified framework to ensure seamless functionality.
Every
It will still
zookeeper is
have
entitled
not
to a
many boss
service
battles,
car.
though.
This one's mine. If you perform well tonight, you'll get one in the morning. Is that your wife? Should I tell her you're staying here for the night? Keep in mind, I'll lock you in until morning.
Your main goal will be to save the edibles, including infected ones that have turned into
Oh, dear.
mutants. Save them and save yourself.
We really hope that you will enjoy the Zoocosis releasing this summer. Wishlist it on Steam and follow us on social media. Thank you so much.
I
for
will
the
not
support.
play it.
See ya.
I'm too scared.
Why are you so jumpy?
And that's the game. Except not quite. You Because see, in While Waiting by Optilusion Games, waiting is always an option, but not the whole story. And that's what I like about our next title. It's more than meets the eye. See what mischief you can get up to while waiting.
Hi everyone, I'm Dom, the founder of Optilusion Games. We're a game
While
studio
waiting.
based in Irvine. Today I'm thrilled to reintroduce our latest game, While Waiting.
It's a very different art style. I haven't seen one like this before.
While Waiting is a game about waiting for things to happen, waiting for the bus, waiting for the traffic, waiting for the line to move.
Well, if they're waiting, they'll just be on their phone the whole
main
time.
character Adam as he waits his way through the
Gen
various
Zers.
scenarios of everyday life. Maybe you want to be a well-behaved kid and embody good old-fashioned patience. Or perhaps you want to get up to a little tomfoolery. Or maybe a lot of it. For people who really want to do something, you can find your own way to kill the time. We also have prepared a list of meaningless challenges to help you with it.
Look,
If they're
Doggo.
too hard or maybe not your cup of tea, that's okay. We also have a very, very helpful fidget button, specially designed for you. Just press it.
That bear is angry in the back in the back seat.
400 hand-painted
I wonder why
levels,
that had a fidget
each are
budget
full of mini
button,
games,
though. That
fun
kinda makes me
little
worried.
interactions, Easter eggs, and things you should definitely not try in your daily life. Don't worry about Adam though, he's a tough little guy. Get to know his family, his friends, and his
Yo, fidget
victims
button.
as you follow Adam's life from birth to death with every mundane thing in between. But do remember, your goal is to wait, nothing else.
Johnny, they announced a release date for October 25th for Sonic.
Add to waitlist on Steam. Wishlist.
During the selection process, this next game really caught my eye. It's
Yeah.
got cyberpunk vibes, horror vibes, ghost vibes.
But you're
all
gonna
vibes. With
end it
this
off
game,
soon, I
Toronto-based
imagine, because you have to
developer Rocket
leave on
Adrift
time.
really captured
Yeah, pretty
something
soon. Maybe this will be the last one.
Okay.
I haven't heard back from my family yet, so. Then I'll be seeing you tomorrow for the Wholesome Direct.
Yes.
Well, then, the sound for this one is the most horrifying.
Psychroma
Sure is.
a cyberpunk horror game. One of the concepts that we wanted to really emphasize was
Oh, it is
identity,
a
what it
horror
means
game.
to be who you are.
Guys, thanks for streaming, guys.
and
No
how
worries, guy.
horrific it might be if that was stripped from you. The protagonist has amnesia. You don't know who you are.
The idea of losing yourself, it seems like it should be the one thing that can't be taken away from you.
We wanted to set the game into a kind of cyberpunk future. We were really interested in the paranormal concepts and the more grounded future technology. Cyberpunk has a lot of themes that fit well with the story that we wanted to tell. The idea of what makes humans human, having your environment really impact who you are and what you're dealing with, this kind of dystopian future. That's kind of horrific in itself.
In our main character, Hayes, we also decided to make them non-binary and biracial. Part of that is what
Like the
creates a
feeling I
rift
get from
in
this
their
trailer is a little,
ability
a
to
tiny bit
connect
like
with other
Katana
people.
Zero.
So
A
Psychrono
little
was a
bit, but
great
also
way
it's more
for
eerie.
me to
Different,
explore
but
that
yeah.
part of myself, and, like not being black enough for the black community, and obviously not white passing. And I've never really been able to explore that or really talk about that openly until now, I think. We like to write from our own perspectives, and I feel like that's really helpful for a certain kind of player that's looking for that in their narrative-driven games. It really is amazing to see people interact with the media you made and like get it. For anyone else out there that's looking to make impactful indie games, it's going to be hard, but the feeling that you get when you get that game into someone's hands, there's nothing else like it. And for me, it's way worth it.
Okay, well, I think my
It's time to get
family stuff
cozy.
is
And
coming
this
up
game
now.
is about
I'll
as
just
cozy
check,
as it
but we'll
gets.
do a
It's
quick
about
look.
houses. Just not quite in the way you'd expect.
Don,
By
any
Talent
final
Games,
thoughts?
This is building relationships.
No, it's been good. I enjoyed myself. Really.
จากกรุงเทพมหานคร
Me,
I'm here
it's,
to show you
I didn't get the
probably
big
the most
aha moment I was sort of
stupid
hoping
game
for
you'll see all
with
day today.
Summer Game Fest, but I still
It's a
very
silly
much enjoyed my
adventure
time
game
with it. Yeah.
where you play as a house.
Yeah, I thought
on a
Summer Game Fest
date.
did a better job. Like, there wasn't just all shooters and,
And it's
stuff
called
I was
Building
not
Relationships.
going to be interested in. Like, it had a good mix in there of some games I would actually play. So,
For sure.
yeah, this Day of the Devs, a few of them I already knew already, like a Ranger, but it's always interesting to see what creative ideas people are coming up with. Like a rolling house game.
Yeah, it's called
In this
Building
game,
Relationships.
you'll
That's
find
like the
yourself as a
best.
new arrival
It's a
in the
pun.
island.
What a good
You'll
way
be
to end
exploring
on.
the area, moving around just like a real house.
I have never seen a game where you roll a house. Like,
Here's
the
a
closest
bunch
thing
of
I could
wacky
think of is
structures.
Up to the friendly
Like
apartment.
Mint, who's a friendly apartment.
It's like,
Here to help
Nice
introduce you
move,
to the
Sama!
others.
Like maybe a little bit
Or
like Katamari
Millie,
Damacy.
who's
Yeah.
this tall
It's like a bet.
windmill
Taking a bet.
that
I bet you can't make a game where you roll a house.
just step on you.
The windmill's
maybe
called
ask
Millie.
them nicely.
Okay, we'll finish
You'll
after
also
this
find
trailer.
these Chesters
Yeah, this is
hiding
too
around the
good, to be
island.
honest.
Yeah,
They're
if you guys
not
like indie
looking
games,
for a
come back
date,
tomorrow morning
they're
for
a
Wholesome
very
Direct.
complicated
I'll be there with Don.
I guess you just have to
they'll help
roll
you
with it.
unlock new
That's good.
abilities like
That's good, Don.
jumping.
That's good. Chester.
And wave dashing. If you're looking for a break, there's a bunch of fishing spots around the island. Though the
It's got
local
fishing, what more-
wildlife might
Yeah, game
not
of the
be
show.
what you expected.
We're ending on the showstopper here. This is the best game.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to do a game watch for this.
Oh, it looks like there's a few questions on stream. Let me take a
Wave
look.
dashing, yeah.
Is this a dating sim? Not exactly. There's some dating elements, but the story all takes place in one day. So think of it more like
A house
short
dating
album, but
sim, sure.
It's called Doctor with a K.
Are you okay? No. Is my mother proud of me? No. Can you have sex with me? No. But
I love an honest
there
developer.
is some plans for DLC because just like in real life, you have to pay extra for that.
And it's got
An
mounts.
unexpected adventure awaits in Building Relationships. Which is now on Steam.
Yeah, we're ending on the right game.
Man, what am I doing in my life?
I love
Last
that
summer,
one.
Day of the Devs featured
Okay.
a little-known game.
Well,
that celebrates
apologies to the rest of Day of the
everyday and
Devs,
turns
but
it
I
into
do have to
something
go now.
therapeutic.
Don,
It
thanks
became
so
an
much for joining us,
absolute
and
hit,
see
and we're
everyone
oh so happy to world premiere
tomorrow
their
at
latest
Wholesome
DLC.
Direct.
Yeah, for sure.
See everybody, you can keep watching this on Day of the Devs on YouTube if you like. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, I'm Annie.